Welcome to Lies You'll Enjoy, a little corner of the internet where we tell lies and hope you like them. But in reality, this is a tabletop role-playing game stream where we play indie role-playing games, storytelling games of all sorts. Um, You've probably clicked on our YouTube video. This is the most likely way that you have seen me say these words. We appreciate that. We are going to do a little bit of opening stream banter before we begin the actual game. And if you are just here to see a game that's played on a 5-foot scroll, which you should be, that's correct, you're going to need to skip ahead. Skip forward in the video, probably about 30 minutes until there are 3 of us here. And we will start playing soon after that once our third member, Amanda, joins us. But if you're here for some banter, enjoy. Hi. This is my co-host, co-player, Kurt. Kurt, how you doing?
I'm doing well. It's always good to be in the seat, and it's always fun to play a new game. Today's is one that I'm very excited about, but I won't get too into the
I know,
details.
right? We don't want to give too much of our
We
excitement
don't want
away.
to
We'll
give
get
too
there. We'll
much
get there.
away. We want to keep you guessing a little bit until we get a little bit closer.
But what we can
Uh,
say in the very broadest generality is that this is an exciting stream because we are playing a campaign for the first time this year.
a
We kind of
campaign.
do it once a year, and this is us doing that once this year, which is crazy that we've been doing this long enough that we have annual traditions. But
Right?
we actually do.
Third annual traditional campaign.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Do I don't know if maybe you don't want to talk about this on stream, but does everybody who in your life knows about this stream? You were mentioning you're talking to your parents about it recently. I
I'm happy to talk about
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I find this funny. Actually, first I'll respond to Sorcery's
Sorry.
question, which is how many generations are playing this game? What an interesting question. Is
Huh.
that based on the title? Anthony, did you tease a little bit in the title?
It's not in the title, but it is in the description of the YouTube video. So that might
Gotcha.
be what you're thinking of. Yeah.
We're going to be exploring the story of families over time. And I'll leave it at that for now, but understand that not only will we be playing different generations, we're also going to be different people over the course of the campaign.
Exciting.
That's all I'll tease about that. Who do I tell about this stream? Not a lot of people. Not a lot of people. I think part of it is like there's probably some low-level embarrassment about the very idea of being a streamer. Just some little buzzing sound effect in the back of my mind that's like, what are you doing? You're in your 30s.
uh, it's one of my favorite factoids to pull out about myself. Like, I feel like somebody knows everything about me. They have met me in my real life. They've got a pretty good view of this kind of overly cheery man named Anthony. They think they've figured it out. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm also a Twitch streamer. And then they're like, what? And then I have to talk them down from there because I'm like, well, it's once a week. We play tabletop role playing games. It's not quite what you think.
That's so interesting because I simply don't do that. I simply
What part of
never
it?
do that. And I only just learned that you did that recently.
Uh-huh.
Pause. Hi, Mikey.
Hi,
We're doing
Mikey.
well. Thanks for joining us
Yeah,
in the
thanks for
YouTube
joining
chat.
us.
I find that, okay, so recently you were like, oh, it's so great that we do this because then when I talk to people about what my hobbies are, I have something to tell them. And I thought to myself, couldn't be me. It's never in the list. I only want to tell people about the hobbies that I feel would make me think someone who I met was more cool if they told me they liked that hobby.
Okay. And you don't think this is cool? Is that what you're saying?
It's what I'm saying. Sorcery, you're right. You stream in your 20s and then in your 40s, you start a podcast. That's just true. And then in your 50s, you have the comedy special where you're like, I can't say anything anywhere anymore, except I still have my podcast, so you can listen to that.
Correct. Correct.
I like Nomad Land,
Ooh,
Atomic
Nomad's
Sorcery,
Land.
like
Interesting.
No Man's Land, but let's get a, let's get away from that unnecessary little gender tag at the end of it. It's the Nomad's Land.
I
That's
think
actually much cooler.
the name of an Oscar winning movie a couple years ago. Nomadland, I think. Also a book, maybe?
No, I'll take
So
your
we're
word
not
for
the
it.
first ones to think of the cool bit. But
Wildly out of touch with anything that has to do with media on a screen other than video games. Pretty in touch with a very
You
specific
are.
subset of video
Yeah,
games.
yeah.
Never talk about them on stream, really,
Oh
but I
my
like
God,
them.
you could stream real games. You could be a real streamer.
I could be a real streamer playing real games, and by real games, I mean still the wrong games to be a streamer with. I wouldn't be out here with the triple A's. I know our dear and darling third, Amanda, she streams the real games, the true games, the games where you fight other people, question mark. I don't do that. I play my little tiny stories made by some lady in her basement. And then she posts it on itch.io and is like, maybe no one will ever play the game. And then I play the game. And you know what's extra fun? If you do that and then you make fan art of the game and show the creators, that's their best day. So
I like
play
that
tiny games.
that's also the kinds of games that we play here.
Yeah, my tastes are very consistent in that respect.
Very
I even
consistent.
have indie board games on the shelf on the wall that is behind me. On this side, you might see crokinole and some trees, but oh honey, oh friendo, the other side of the wall, we see some game boxes that people will pull out of the shelf to be like, "What is this?" And then they look at the back of the shelf, sorry, at the back of the box and go, "There's
Oh.
nothing printed here. There's nothing
Oh.
on back of box."
Wait, why is there nothing on the back of box?
Because if you're a small enough producer of board games,
Yeah.
it's probably not worth the extra cost of printing on all sides of the box.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Thanks for the heads up, Otto.
What's
Herald of
up?
streams. Flagging of no,
Oh, I
nothing,
see.
nothing we need to change. Just Amanda
Nice. That's great.
shall
Actually,
be
that's
joining
that's
us
that's
in
useful
the
because it reminds me that I need to watch the Zoom meetings so that I don't ignore Amanda when she gets here. This
it's
happens all too often. Very rude to like show up to what is her stream and then to just not be let into the stream for a while. She's brought her audience over here. She's ended her stream to join our stream, and I'm like, I don't know. I might let you in. We'll see.
we'll get around to it.
uh,
You're not wrong, Sorcery. I do like being a little Nichepedia index. My music taste is the same. True story. I used to get all of the music that I listened to through a blog, which is like a journal that you write for an audience online. It's like if a YouTube video was text.
I've heard of
Um,
that.
through this blog in like, oh God, mid to late 2000s called Free Music Galore, because it was the era in which something being free that isn't normally free was weird. And
Whoa.
welcome to everyone from our dear Amanda's stream. Welcome to the Fang
Hi.
Gang, the gang of
Welcome,
the
guys.
Fangs.
Thanks for
How you
coming on
folks doing?
over. We're
What was
talking
Amanda
about.
playing?
Oh, that's a good question. Talking about Kurt's interests, which publicly do not include this stream. That's what we've mostly learned. He's ashamed of us, guys.
So ashamed. Really, I can't believe we do this.
Hey, Jamie and Joker, Rapala, Otto. Hi, Nightbot. One of our best fans. I think Nightbot has come to every stream. Got a crazy,
Got a crazy
crazy
streak
streak.
going. Unreal streak Nightbot has.
Hi, Lumix. Yeah. Wait, so do you not think we're cool, Kurt? This isn't cool to you? What's
I
happening here?
love doing this. I really enjoy it, but I feel like the odds that talking to someone I would enjoy the games that they like to stream, it's pretty low.
Oh, I
I don't
see. Yeah.
watch that many streams. And so and that's kind of disappointing because if you're talking with someone and they're passionate about something, it sucks to then have to be like, well, that doesn't necessarily seem like something that I would be super into. Not that you have to say that. You don't have to be a big jerk and be like, no, no, don't tell me about that. Uh, how are the bards tonight? Is that
Oh,
us,
is that
Lord
us?
Monk?
Are we the bards? I guess
Are we
we
the
tell
bards?
stories. Now,
Bards do that.
is Amanda also a bard, or is that a specific name for us?
Good question. True story. I am trying to find out how to dress more like a bard on Saturday because I am going to my first ever real life LARP.
Whoa.
Now I know what you're thinking,
Whoa.
Kurt. Surely you've done this before.
Guys, this is big.
You've designed LARPs. You've made LARPs and won awards actually for doing that. But I haven't gone to a LARP in which you want to be a specific character that you're assigned in advance, maybe dress as them also. Maybe you're in that character without breaking character for a few hours. Have I done it online? Yes. Have I played games that are adjacent to this in real life? Yes. But this feels like the LARPiest LARP I've ever done, and we're still not hitting people with sticks out there. It's
No
still not that kind
combat.
of thing.
No boffer swords.
It's not one of those kind of games. It's a
Okay.
parlor LARP, a chamber LARP,
Okay.
a dramatic little hour in which fates will be decided of kings and witches.
So
Uh,
fun.
I am stoked. I had homework. I did reading. That's actually why our overlay will be kind of boring this week because I was like, oh man, I gotta figure out how to buy one of them roughly white shirts. And I
uh,
haven't bought one yet. I don't think it'll get here fast enough,
oh
but I find
dang.
myself surprisingly often like,
I
shoot, I
need a
need one of those
rough.
roughly white shirts.
Yeah, no, yeah. I have a roughly white shirt now because I was in that situation too many times. Well, what's the name of the LARP? Can you say? Is it a well known LARP or is
Not
it
a
custom?
secret.
Okay,
But fascinatingly, I'm also not organizing it. I didn't initiate
which is a
this.
surprise for Kurt.
Give me a moment and I will open my box of answers. I think it's called Toil and Trouble.
Well in trouble.
I
Okay,
think
cool,
so.
cool. I've played some vampire LARPs, which kind of
Oh,
have. I think they probably get to be parlor LARP. Is that true? I feel like there's no combat. You're sitting around talking. You have like abilities and stuff, but
yeah, that would be a parlor LARP, I think,
yeah.
as well. I haven't ever done Vampire the Masquerade type LARPs. Okay, yes, Toil and Trouble is indeed the name of the LARP. I have so far only found a listing for another group that played it and not the actual game, but I'm sure I'll find it soon. Aha, here it is. Yes, okay. Yes,
Cool.
it lasts 100 minutes. It needs 6 players and an orchestrator.
Wow.
And
Okay,
there
that's
are
fun.
secrets. I can't play this again after we play it.
Oh,
That's
it's
it.
one time. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey.
Also, hi everybody. Nice to see all of you jumping on in. Today's a very exciting stream. Uh, Amanda will be joining us shortly, but in the interim, I'll tell you it's the first day of a campaign, and we're not even going to be spending half of the session on character creation. We're going to be jumping in pretty
Whoa,
quick.
crazy. Eddie Kael. Wait. I knew how to pronounce your name at some point. Kaele, maybe. I don't know. Nice to see you.
So,
Thanks for coming back. Now you've filled us with anxiety once again on how to pronounce your name, and I appreciate that. That adds a little edge of danger to
it
the
puts
to
us,
the
yeah,
show.
we're
Yeah,
ready.
yeah.
We get that like in swing dancing.
Oh, okay.
There's a position that you need to assume, which is called it's not called this. It's not called this, but my dance teacher, who's somewhere between a kindergarten teacher and someone who makes sex jokes all the time, calls it, I think, a frisky cat. You need to be sort of like your knees are a little bit bent, you're a little bit on your toes, like the balls of your feet, and you're springy, you're ready. Uh, that's also the stance that we should really be doing when we're doing
Ooh, that would be good.
this.
That would lead an interesting energy to the whole show if we were in that position the entire time. I like that.
Yeah.
Wait, somebody said something in chat. Characters. Fun. Oh, Lock the Fox said, I didn't know there were any LARPs outside of Toronto, which is funny. Um, there sure
Funny
are.
enough, I'm actually not doing it in Ottawa. I'm not going to Toronto, but I am going to Montreal.
Whoa! Okay,
The
cool.
scene is bigger in Montreal than it is in Ottawa. I have had opportunities to LARP in Ottawa, but I feel like it's always in Gatineau, which is to the north of Ottawa, on the Quebec side, for any of you who are not familiar with my regional geography. And that's like, you got to cross a whole bridge, folks. I don't have a car. What am I going to walk across a bridge in winter? Oh, ridiculous.
Ridiculous. I played a lot of LARPs in Ottawa, I gotta tell you. There's LARPs in Ottawa.
There's LARPs in Ottawa. I have someone close to me moved to Ottawa in no small part to be closer to the big LARP stuff that you do here,
But here or like in Montreal?
outskirts of Ottawa.
But like the LARPs were happening in Ottawa. Sorry, I said here as if I'm in Ottawa because I
I heard
I
you.
always
Yeah, I
assume
saw
I'm
you
in
do it.
Ottawa.
Do I LARP in French? Lord Monk, I don't
Oui.
LARP in French. I
Je
I
suis un
barely LARP at
vampire.
all. I was about to start talking in French and explain that I don't LARP in French, and then I realized not only does that suggest that I do things in French, it's also not helpful for you, who presumably can't speak French. Why would that be useful? Though we do have
I got some
Gabinesh
Canadians.
chiming in with "I'm an elf," so big ups to you. Love to have elves in the chat. You know, we need those voices to be amplified because this is an all human stream, and we know and we're working on it. It's a diversity issue for us, but
We're
yeah,
we are working on it. We are
we are
working on it.
working on it. Yeah.
I'm so excited that you're going to a LARP. This is great fun.
I'm pretty stoked. Yeah, it came up all of a sudden, and off I will go.
It was my birthday on Saturday, and one of the fun things that happens on your birthday, if you are of a certain age, is that people from a long time ago on Facebook send you happy birthday messages. But like people you haven't talked to in so long, and it's always a super specific set of people because they have to still be using Facebook regularly, which is not me, but it's some people. And in my world, it's LARPers. All the LARPers come out of the woodwork. They're all still on Facebook for some reason, and they all wish me happy birthday. And then it's such a fun callback. And then they all talk about my classic LARP character when I used to do fantasy boffer sword LARP in the woods.
Your classic character.
Yeah.
Quick check to make sure Amanda's not waiting in a room.
I am on the Zoom, so I'm waiting. I'm ready, I think.
Folks, don't tell us that we don't keep an eye out for Amanda to join the call.
We think about Amanda. We know she's coming.
We remember.
We remember there's a third person on the stream.
As one of my favorite things that was asked in chat was, do you LARP in Elvish? And I will tell you, no, I don't. But I will tell you, I think I mentioned this last week, there is a LARP in which you make up a language as the LARP. Like, that's the LARP.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's amazing. That's
Isn't
actually
that cool?
the coolest thing that I've ever seen. We
So
can't
cool.
stream it, because imagine tuning in halfway through that. That would not be good for anyone. Maybe we could record it and then upload it, and you folks would not be able to do 5 things at the same time. You'd have to put down your crochet and your sports ball and the video game that you're playing, and also checking the messages on the Instagram account that isn't your main Instagram account, but you log into it for like that project that you started it for, maybe baking. Maybe that's what you did. But now, like, that's the one that you talk to a couple of your friends through. Anyway, you wouldn't be able to do any of that because otherwise you won't know what it means when I go, because it is a sign language as well. So what are you going to do?
It is almost unstreamable.
I would call it pretty unstreamable.
Pretty unstreamable.
Yeah.
Do you think that's like maybe the most unstreamable game we could think of? There's a couple we have come across over our time doing this where we've been like, that's unstreamable.
There's a couple. I do think, okay, every time I run into something called an epistolary game. I also know that that's going to be a tricky one. Not impossible, but tricky. Epistolary games, for those of you at home, and I guess if you're not at home, also you.
Yeah, for those of you on public transit.
For those of you on public transit.
For those of you in the bathroom at work.
For those of you waiting in a bar for somebody to show up and you're not sure if they're going to or not.
For those of you being a menace in a public library. Sorry.
Letter writing. It means letter writing. Oh. Wear headphones in your public library.
Please do. This is a public service announcement. Kurt, what if we really got our socials going, and the only thing that we do on our socials is just send epistolary RPGs back and forth?
I mean, a public epistolary game would be
pretty fun,
I think.
Right?
I had a big playtest of a game in my Discord server a few months ago called Nephew, How Do I Delete This? And in it, people just chimed in as either a nephew or an uncle, back and forth in this semi-public game, writing texts in character. But I babble, and we need not babble anymore because our last member of our babbling trio has arrived. Now we're a brook.
Now we're a brook.
Oh, the brooks together. Oh my gosh, she's being fed by a hand from off screen. This is incredible. Eddie Kaya, that was the right time to gift a tier 1 sub. I too would gift a tier 1 sub for that.
It is in fact the second.
Making sure she eats.
Thanks, Doug.
The Lord's work, duck.
Most people feed bread to ducks, But this duck feeds bread to
Bread to
person.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
had it happen. I'm chilling out with Duck, and then all of a sudden it's like, woo, woo, woo. And I'm like, oh, I'm glad I'm not celiac because here it
That would
is.
be a problem.
That would
Yeah.
be a problem, yeah. But seriously, huge thanks. I've avoided saying your name, Etikiale. So it's not like
An
A
interesting
tiki
take.
isle.
there you go. We appreciate it. We
Thank
Yeah, thank you
appreciate
you.
for the
you.
both of the gifted subs, right? Two that you, yeah,
Two,
thank you.
Thank you,
That's so
Atiki
sweet.
Isle. That's so nice.
1, 2 button my shoe. Hey, there are three of us now. Who the
That's
heck are
us.
we?
Who are we?
Um, who are we?
Welcome to a show called Lies You'll Enjoy, in which we play characters that aren't us, tell stories that didn't happen, pretend to be places that don't exist, and tell you lies that we hope you'll enjoy. We're here every week playing a different role-playing game, but not this time, baby! Today we are gathered for the very first session of a short-run campaign in an incredible, beautiful system called City of Winter. But before we talk about that, we're going to go around the digital table and tell you who we are. Hi, folks. My name is Kurt. I am a designer of role-playing games, some would say award-winning. I am a lover of role-playing games. I am someone who just comes on here to play some pretend and say some silly garbage. And I am joined by two lovely friends, digitally clockwise, is one in yellow.
Hi. Thank you for clarifying which way you were going. My name is Anthony, and I am a lover of role-playing games. Not a designer. I'm lamer than Kurt, but I have told a lot of stories in my days. Spent many hours at these tables. I am also an economist. Weird. And a writer of children's stories, more related to what we're doing here. Yeah, and I have been playing games for a long time, and I'm happy to play them here with you guys. And we are joined by our third member right over here, wearing cat ears.
Cat ears.
Hello, that's me. My name is Amanda, but you can call me Cat Ears. No, you can call me Vamp. I am a variety streamer. I am a lover of role-playing games, which is why I find myself here with these two lovely folks playing City of Winter, which I'm very excited to do. And I love that Kurt said it would be a short campaign, but who's to say how long it will be? As we did just do Yazeba's, and we all thought that was short, and then we went back and looked at how long that was, and it was actually a pretty decent amount of time that we played that game. I'm very excited for this game tonight, and yeah, you can find me on the internet. You can find me here on Twitch at VampX13, or on YouTube, where that is also my username, and my username is pretty much that everywhere. So, yes, hello.
Hello, it's nice to see you, Amanda, in real
Nice to
life,
see you too. In
as a
real
real
life.
person. I mean, not in real life, but I'm saying not streamer
digital
persona
life.
down. Not,
Yeah.
I'm not talking to them. I'm just saying hi, Amanda. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. How has what did you guys talk about before I got here?
We talked about the fact that Kurt's going to a LARP, which is exciting.
Kurt, you're gonna LARP?
Yeah, not the kind where you hit people. The kind where there's drama.
Mm.
Uh,
Well, I feel like when you hit people, there's probably drama and you hit people, but you're going to the one where like no hitting, only drama,
no hitting, only
pure
drama.
drama.
There might be a rock, paper, scissors at some point, but that's as close as we'll get to hitting.
So like
That means
to
there's
violence.
fists involved.
It does.
Have
Like
you
that.
been to a proper LARP, Amanda? Like dress up, go for a weekend LARP?
I've never been to a LARP. I had a
Whoa.
friend that was like doing a kind of competition that was like based like it was kind of LARP. It's like a show with LARPers. And they were like, you should enter the show,
Okay.
Amanda, because you like things like this. And I was like, I do not LARP, but I can see why you would think that I would, because I would LARP. I just have never got into it. I don't know enough people who LARP, I guess.
Oh, I know a
Yeah,
lot of
sorry.
them, but today it's finally coming to
That's
pass. Not
awesome.
today, and we're not doing this today. Also, can I say shout 3 more shout outs
Yeah.
for 3 more subs
Sorry, I was
being
distracted by
doled
that
out
in
Thank
the
like so
you.
much candy on the wind. Can candy ride the
Whoa.
wind? Cotton candy could probably ride the wind.
Ride the wind,
If you've
cotton
been blown a
candy.
piece of cotton candy, please thank the I can't say that sentence.
So I have
Please
a
thank the North
question.
Wind.
Thank you, Northwind. I have a question.
Yes.
In City of Winter, is it a city of winter? Like actually?
Huh.
Like is it winter time in the city and that's
I believe that plays a role, but guess who's playing this game for the first time with you? It's me.
We'll
And
find
in
out
fact,
together.
what a
none
great
of it. So wait,
segue.
if none of us have played City of Winter.
I've played it 12 times. No, I've never played it.
You hush, you
No, you
silly
haven't.
bastard.
So none of us have played before.
No. However,
But
for folks who are in the chat, I will tell you, once upon a time, just before we started streaming, we played a campaign of the sister game to City of Winter, Fall of Magic, and we fell in love with that game. And
Yeah.
I really think you'll fall in love with this one too.
and I love that we always talk about Fall of Magic, something that no one can ever watch because we never recorded it.
Yeah. But now we're
but it
kind of
was-
making good on that promise by recording
Yeah,
this.
now you'll be able to watch City of Winter. But Fall of Magic really was quite a magical game. It was beautiful.
What is this, Kurt?
The
City of Winter is a game that happens on a literal real-life 5-foot scroll that looks like this. We will be traversing this map, going all the way to the City of Winter that lies at the end, and then there will be more surprises. I won't spoil it for you, chat.
So wait, but where do we start? What kind of
On the
place
other
was
side
that?
from the City of Winter.
I know,
Where
but
do we start? I would
Yeah.
invite you to please open up the link to our play area, and we
Ooh.
will
Okay,
shortly
because this
begin.
is good because because Duck is playing Expedition 33 behind me. So just to make sure that no one can see any spoilers, I'm probably gonna do another background today. So I'm just trying to plumb for where we are.
We
so I
will
can
be
do an accurate
choosing which
background.
location we
I
start at.
see.
Okay, cool.
So
So
I
once we
cannot
choose.
tell you.
So we don't know yet.
This is a
Okay,
rare game
down
that
the
has a
rules.
map in it, I should say. Not rare compared to most games, but rare compared to most games that we specifically play on Lies You'll Enjoy. So I am now inviting Anthony and Amanda to bring up a link to a game page, which is on a website called screentop.gg. There is a beautiful high-resolution photograph that the makers of this scroll have taken of the game, and it's just like the game is just laid out across the table, which I think is delightful.
Everybody can see it now,
Anthony is
Kurt.
joining.
Yes.
Great. If you'll take a look, you can see this game is structured with a series of locations. And on our turn, we are going to be choosing one of the scene prompts associated with our current location and exploring that through play. But in addition to that, there's going to be a little bit of bonus stuff happening. Fall of Magic, pretty much the whole game is go to place, do a scene on the scene prompt. City of Winter, there's a little bit more.
Whoa.
There's a little bit more. There's going to be all kinds of cool things, actually.
What? All kinds.
All kinds of
All
cool
kinds.
things. All kinds. I am currently, while Amanda fusses with background and also eventually navigates to the play space, I am going to open up the rule set.
Where is the play space?
There should be a document in our shared area called Play Links.
Play links.
And that would be the fastest way to get there.
Oh, never mind. I was going a really weird way that was not the way I needed to go.
I only linked it, I think, on our chat and on the Play Links area. So
yes,
I did not put it in the calendar invite.
What seat should I take?
There's
seat
only three of us.
I guess.
So
seat 5 would be weird.
Cool.
Oh, wow. You guys are using your names and I'm Vampex13.
I mean, that's kind of how this goes, isn't it?
I guess.
Amanda is her actual screen name. She was born Vampex13. That's her government name.
That's on my ID.
That is true. And so as someone who works for the government, I do have to call her that.
Yeah. Amanda's mother is half robot, half dragon.
Yeah. Yeah, that's widely known.
So it's like a really, really weird genre of your mom joke.
Oh my gosh. I can't wait for my mom to come back on stream at some point and someone to reference that inside joke, and I'll be like, "What?" And I'll be like, "Don't worry, it's nothing. Never mind."
Don't worry about that.
Only the people that have the real deep cuts that are here with us today, that they will know.
They will know. I hear you on that idea, Anthony, by the way. I like that idea, and then you flirted with me after I said I like that idea, so I'm not going to take it back.
Guys,
I'm
did you know
zooming
that
in.
one of the B plots of this stream is that me trying to seduce Kurt, even though we are both happily monogamously partnered?
It is true. We
In
are both that.
season 12, we will get married. So watch out for that.
Yeah.
Can't
yeah.
wait. I
It's
will
just,
marry
we're
you.
building up
I
to it.
will.
You will marry us.
I will marry you.
And you can interpret that whatever way you'd like.
But well, I'll leave it up to the viewers. Yeah, that's better. That's the best form of art. Okay, so I'm looking at the map. I've zoomed in.
That's
I
so
see
nice.
that there are 3 spots, and I'm assuming Kurt is at the one that says Kurt.
That seems.
That's just your arrow. Oh.
Yep, that's just my
Can
arrow.
you
I'm
see
actually
my
over
arrow?
here. In fact, I might ask Amanda and Anthony if you could hover over the place that is a white box. You should see 4 black rectangles and 1 white rectangle. Which one's the white rectangle? Not that one, Amanda.
White rectangle.
Great. Okay, that's you. And Anthony?
What? Am I doing it?
Yeah, you're there now. Okay, great. I'm asking this because I want to move the other 2 hands as far away as possible.
Oh.
Because I don't want us to accidentally put a card in there and never get it back.
Oh. What do you mean? Like cards disappear in the rectangles?
These rectangles are our hands where our cards will be stored, but before I talk about the nuts and bolts of how this is played, let's just go into the setup for our campaign.
Let's do
Folks,
it.
we are playing a game called City of Winter, which opens with the following text. The Umbra is coming, and the riverlands are no longer safe. Our family must leave for the City of Winter to find another home. Folks, in this game, we are going to be playing a family of migrants moving through the world, exploring the traditions that we had, picking up new ones, and growing older and changing along the way. This is a game where we'll follow this journey all the way through to the City of Winter and then probably beyond. Anthony, is there any chance that you have the rule book
I am ready.
open?
We've even seen the words as you said them. That's the kind of production value that's happening here.
I would ask if you could, on page 11, section 1, introduction, read out the part under the blurb, role playing.
Great. I really talked up a big game, but now I'm lost. 11, yes. Introduction, of course. Role playing. In City of Winter, we each take on the role of a different member of a family. There are many ways to role play. We might talk casually, like in a conversation, narrate as authors, perform as actors, or mix several styles all at once. Do whatever feels natural, or challenge yourself to try something new.
Perfect. Amanda, is there any chance that you have the rulebook open as well? If you don't,
I
that's
do.
okay. Could you read out the section called Group Storytelling?
Group storytelling.
It is on page 11, aka page 6 for your PDF reader.
Page 11.
Fair enough, Locke. I suppose someone did need to say it, and you diligently did.
As we tell the story, we sometimes step outside of our own characters to describe the world around them, what is going on, or roleplay side characters that emerge in a scene. Because we have no GM, so we are that. We are both writers in the writing room and fans in the audience. Feel free to converse, share ideas, or just wonder aloud about anything that interests you as we play.
3. Think small. When it is time to make something up, think small and don't plan too far ahead. Let the story be a wondrous beast we chase but never capture. Ask questions with no clear answer. Raise conflicts with no ready solution. By letting go, the story we find together will be more profound than anything we might have planned alone.
That's cool. I feel like I need to hear. We should read that paragraph at the beginning of every game we play, just for Anthony's benefit.
It's a beautiful piece.
Safety and the X card. Yeah, we'll be using our virtual X card. The X card is a safety tool. It reminds us that we all have the power to remove anything from the story that is making us feel uncomfortable or spoiling our fun. To do so, simply cross your arms, an X, then you can say X,
X.
and we'll find another way to tell our story. No questions asked.
Great. On the next page, we are now reaching character creation for real.
Oh, for
Amanda,
real.
there is a passage in quotes under choose home and tradition. So if you could read out that quoted paragraph there, paragraph and a half.
We begin by choosing our family's home from these 3 locations. Each location has a local tradition indicated by the icon next to its name. This local tradition will be our family tradition. Our options are Lion of the Citadel, Ox of Rivertown, or Temple Heron.
And so we now must pick which one of those 3 we think sounds like an interesting place to start. Note off the top for tone, I feel like I kind of want these to be like thematic animal ties and not to have us be animals.
The animals? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
I
I just thought I'd throw that out there because it's ambiguous, right?
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, does anything call to anybody?
I mean, they're all cool.
They're all cool. My heart says Temple Heron, but Ox of Rivertown's also pulling me.
I think those would be my top 2 picks as well.
Wow, those would be my top 2 picks as well.
Amazing.
Guys, we should be best friends.
We should play every week.
Why not that?
Should we? Is it cool if we end up all being from the same
We
place?
must be.
Like, does that matter? We must be.
We must be.
Oh,
We're a family from
we're
one spot.
We are all.
Wow.
We are all. We are a family. We are an actual literal family.
We know who we are as a family already.
Glancing at the map, perhaps.
Ooh, okay.
We have Temple Isle, or Temple Isla, perhaps.
Yeah.
And we have Rivertown. Do either of those locations call out to one of you more than the other?
I do think Temple Isla seems cool. What do you lean towards, Amanda?
I was gonna say, based on the look, I kind of lean towards Rivertown, but I like Temple Isle because when I heard Temple Heron, it just made me think of something very like different, I feel.
Sure. I have a proposal. I think we start in Rivertown and then afterwards go through Temple Isla.
Love it. I'm happy with that.
Great.
Okay, but where are we from?
Rivertown.
Rivertown.
So we're from Rivertown.
I think so. I think that's good.
So we are associated with the tradition Ox of Rivertown. That's our icon, Ox of Rivertown. So we are going to be choosing names. Fortunately for us, the game helpfully provides some names that we might associate with Ox of Rivertown. I will read them aloud. We will be picking one or making one up. Olive, fern, chayote, rye, saffron, quince, blossom, haven, apple, stone, tater, sweetgrass, thistle, or another pastoral name. Do any of those call out to us?
Is this our last name? Or is this our first names for each of our characters?
This is your character's
My
name.
character's name. Okay.
Your character's name.
Nice.
You would be probably, let's say, Olive of Rivertown.
Right. I really like saffron.
Easy. Done. You're Saffron.
That's the
They're
game,
all
guys.
good names.
Done.
That's the game. That's it.
Nailed
The
it.
end. I think I want to be Stone.
Great.
Yeah.
Stone you are. And I like Rye. Rye is good.
Rye's a good
I was
name.
literally just looking at Rye being like, I bet Kurt's going to pick Rye.
Whoa.
You are correct.
You know how
I
Kurt
was
sometimes calls the
this
shots on how Amanda's going to act in a
How I'm
game?
this
gonna
close
make
to making up my own name. I almost went, what's
Oh,
the
really?
coolest kind of grass I know? But then I
Ooh.
didn't do it because I
Blue.
thought I won't.
Bison. Bison
Simply,
grass.
Oh, that's cool.
that is a good grass. I really like, well, the problem is that it sounds like something else.
Milkweed.
Sure, milkweed is great.
What were you going to say, Kurt?
I was gonna say plantain, but not
Mm.
like not the
Ooh.
banana
Yeah, yeah,
looking
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
thing, like the little stems in the grass. I
White
love
man's
making
foot,
grass crowns.
as it is called around here.
Yes, it's true.
Plantain is a cool name too.
It is.
These are all good names. These are some good suggestions they have for us on
Everybody,
this sheet.
great naming. Well done.
Good job. Well named. Okay, so now we have a name and we have a tradition.
That is right. What we're gonna do next is, well, we do want to choose. We could choose pronouns for our character. We don't necessarily need to do that right away or at all, really, but we can do that if we wish. And then there's a big decision at the start of the game, which is how old are we?
How old are our characters?
This is a decision that has both narrative and mechanical implications. If you could be a child, a youth, a parent, or an elder.
Super cool. Can we conspire, or do you think it's more fun, guys, if we don't tell each other what age we're gonna be? I think
I think it would be nice to have an intergenerational situation, honestly. So
Yeah.
I think conspiring good.
I'm like between child or elder. I could go either way.
Whoa, it's an interesting span.
It's
Two
funny
different
because
vibes.
it's my Rye moment because I thought I don't know if Amanda's going to choose child or elder, but she ain't going to choose the middle, which is apparently just what I think of you based on last week's conversation about
You
being
did.
50.
You were
true.
like, Amanda doesn't usually play middle-aged characters, and I was like, yeah, I don't. Sometimes. But I was literally just thinking, or I could play middle-aged because I don't usually do that. But
Go with your heart.
I played a middle-aged character last week.
You did so good playing a middle-aged
Thank you.
character. You were grounded.
And
I
that's
just
all we
feel
can
like
ask for.
stone to me makes me think of someone that's either been around forever,
Or a little pebble.
it's like hardened,
Or a little
yeah, or like
stone.
is
Yeah.
fresh, and is like untouched yet by the
Sweet.
world.
I love that.
Mhm. There's something about stone different than rock to me. A stone feels like something that can be held in hand.
Stone feels kind of precious.
Yeah.
Stone.
Yeah. And I think that could go either way. Anthony, do you have
87
like
says a tiki I lay.
truly you
Could
could be.
Could be.
Truly you could be.
I think saffron, I'm starting to get energies of saffron, and I think saffron has a link to youth. So either I'm super happy being a parent if I have a child to go with me, or I would like to maybe be a youth. I think that's what I'm thinking.
Great.
I could be your child if you want.
Yeah. Saffron
Done,
and stone.
right? Let's
Love
do
it.
it.
Saffron
That's
and
great.
stone. Oh, and we both have S names.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Okay, then Kurt, it only leaves
Oh, do we
Rye.
have pronouns yet for our characters?
You
Or do
can
wanna
choose
pick pronouns?
them. I think saffron is he they. I'm gonna represent myself this time.
Okay. Um,
I'll grab some she her for Rye, I think, and I think she's gonna be an elder.
um, hmm.
Gonna be
I don't know. I think maybe stone is she, they.
okay.
Okay.
Just my pronouns, I guess.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. I think actually we are unusual in that we always consider the other side of the aisle when we're thinking about we consider choosing somewhere else on the spectrum. I think a lot of people
Yeah, you mean like
hang out where
for
they
our
live.
group where we're like, do I want to be over here or do I want to be on this side of my spectrum? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I also like to just hear what people's genders are so I can like try to balance it.
Sure.
But
Gotta
I
always
don't
have
know,
a
have we
diverse
ever-
cast.
have we played a game where we were all the same pronouns?
Yes, but it's been a minute. Every time it
Yeah.
happens, I go, huh,
Cool.
how
That's fun.
interesting. Yeah,
Do that
I
more.
couldn't tell you off the top of my
Yeah.
head, but it is. Oh, wickedness, of course.
Yeah, we were all.
Mm,
No,
No,
we?
no,
no.
we weren't, were we?
You
No,
guys were
no.
playing female coded in my head,
We
and I
were
was playing male
female.
coded.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
kept forgetting Anthony's
You were a
character's
man.
gender, actually. That happened like multiple times during the game.
But I think maybe my character was actually they them. So,
Sure.
Yeah.
Maybe. There was some he energy I got from you though, so I could definitely see.
Fair.
But yeah, maybe more fluid than the other two.
Fair enough.
My character was very she/her, I feel, in wickedness.
But over here, we have new characters, and we are going to be, once we have chosen an age, we are going to be making bonds for our character.
I'm 6.
Great. You
Cool.
should not have any marks that are not filled in on your little name card. So I'm going to get you a name card if you don't have one already, and I'm happy
Oh, a
to
name
help you fill it
card.
out there.
Cool.
Yes, a little name card. I'll
Take a
move
look
mine
at
up
this
to
name
where I
card.
imagine Amanda's stuff is.
I seem 6. Is it because I'm having a lollipop?
Can I just use this name card that's sitting here, Kurt, or do I have to move it?
Oh, yeah, that's yours.
That's mine. Okay, perfect.
Well, it's a stack from which you will get yours.
Oh.
You'll get yours.
I definitely know how to use this stack. Oh, I do. Excellent.
So what were the pronouns
think
on stone there, Amanda?
She, they.
Great. Right. Right. Okay. Boop. Okay.
Thanks for writing my card.
Hey, no worries. I got really way too deep into making sure I knew how to use the interface before we started.
Oh, nice. That's great.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I should have.
That
I don't
makes
trust
one of
anything
us,
I didn't
so-
make myself, so I gotta make sure it's
I
all
gotta
working
make sure
in
I
there.
know. I looked at the put thing that I put in the chat to open it, and then read down to the bottom where it said like these are the controls, and I was like, okay. I read that, and then I was like, I think I got that.
You probably do. Yeah. I
Well,
think the
yeah,
only thing I would
maybe.
say is don't press L. L makes things more complicated for you. You can type
And also
letters,
there was
but
something that they were like, it's the right square bracket for that. And I was like, that's a weird command, but all right, man.
yeah, there's a couple niche things
Although
we'll
there is
eventually
plus
get to.
and minus, so I guess it's right by that. So that's maybe
Fair
that's
enough.
why.
I've been scrolling with control and scroll wheel. Pro tips for everyone. Lord Monk, what's your hometown? Let us know. You don't, I mean, just because you said, hey, that's my hometown, and I don't know what you're talking about. Is it Rivertown? Are you from Rivertown?
Wow, with a native here.
Are you
from
Ox?
Temple Isle?
Are you from the Citadel? Okay. Now that we have our characters, each of them is going to begin with 2 bonds. I guess I can read this aloud since it's in quotes, but I kind of also don't care. A bond represents an important relationship that helps to define your character's role in our family. To create a bond, combine a prompt from the bonds list with the name of another character and write it on your note card. The prompts are organized by age, and you may only choose prompts at your age or younger. At least 2 of your bonds must be with another main character. Your other bond may be with a side character if you wish, which we would just pick an unused name from our banner.
Okay.
So we begin with 2 bonds.
Hey, look at these bonds.
I love a good bond.
Wait, what's the age of
We already got
your
one.
character?
Me, I'm an elder. I've got all the marks.
I wasn't sure about
Whoa, we're such a diverse group. Child,
It's
parent, elder.
Gonna be fun,
that.
I
Wow.
think. But nah. Well, you folks in the chat can hear about this later. You can hear about what's to come when it comes. I am so tempted to spoil all the fun and exciting things that happen in this game because that's the pitch, right? But you folks at home just know there's a giant 5-foot scroll and that we'll be there, and that's all you need to know.
That's all you
So
know.
it's interesting how older people get more circles.
Yes, it does have mechanical implications.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
I get no circles.
I feel like it makes sense for me to be a grandparent. Like we could just be 3 generations of the same family, but we could not be. And is that more interesting? Like perhaps that's kind of cool, actually, if I'm not related by blood to either of you.
Yeah, that counts as family in this setting?
In this setting, it does. My
Cool.
bonds involve a set of very interesting options, and some of them are very different from others. There are things like
Hmm.
grandparent or mentor,
So
but
wait,
there's also burden.
Burden
we
is
gotta
interesting.
combine a prompt from the bonds list with the name of another character and write it on our card.
Correct. Nailed it.
So for me
It
to
could be
you,
from your age or earlier. Anything from your current, I mean, you're at the bottom age group, but
so just my
yes,
age then, in my case.
just your
Yeah.
age in your case. But Anthony and I have a choice to make of a different sort.
Well,
Hmm.
I am child of saffron, I think.
You are.
That makes
Um,
sense to me.
I don't want to be disciple of Rye or that.
Yeah.
I could be heir of Rye.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, that is interesting. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
that
Maybe
is fun.
like you have something that you want to like pass down to stone. And so there, I don't know, maybe we're on like some kind of, I don't know what's happening because,
There's
and I
exactly
know I'm
one
not supposed to
thing that
think ahead, but
no, but we are
I'm
supposed
thinking.
to know the Umbra is coming and the
True.
Umbra
Riverlands
is
are no
coming.
longer safe.
Correct.
Our family must
Right.
leave for the city of winter to
Right.
find another home.
Okay. So we are on like a pilgrimage.
Hmm.
So yeah, like maybe this is part of our journey to, and maybe there's something in the city of winter that you have that you're passing on. I don't know. I don't know if we've ever been there before because I don't know our history yet. Got to
But
find that out.
I like the air idea. I think that
Okay.
is fun to explore.
Cool.
Let's say that I am I want to be ooh, okay. What's more fun, Amanda? If I am ashamed of or proud of your character?
Ooh.
Well, I'm only 6, so whatever you think works. Either way, it's going to be very and it's going to be interesting either way. I think both of those are good. I mean,
I think
I'm
I
6.
you are 6. I
So,
am not being a great person if I am ashamed of this 6-year-old is the thing.
no, but I mean, I am 6, so I think it's also reasonable to kind of be like, I'm kind of like ashamed of this 6-year-old because they're only 6.
You know
That would
what?
also be reasonable.
I'm
So
gonna
you can
say
be.
I think ashamed of saffron is the thing. That
Ooh.
Ooh.
feels right there, right? You're my
I am
disciple,
your disciple.
and if I'm ashamed of you, that's just kind of juicy. But I do think I spoil
Okay.
stone, so I'm gonna pick spoiler of
Spoiler of
stone.
Oh,
Stone,
you're spoiling me.
ashamed of
Okay.
saffron.
Wow. This is interesting.
Are you choosing heir of Rye, Amanda? Is Stone Rye's heir in some way?
Yes. So
Nice.
child of saffron, and rise heir.
Okay. I'm just choosing not to double up on our parent-child relationship. This is an important descriptor of saffron, but I'm just gonna use my bonds to explore a little more, and I'm gonna say widower of sweetgrass. Let's introduce
That's
my
great.
ex-partner,
Beautiful.
deceased partner. I suppose.
Deceased partner, yeah.
Oh, you guys are taking out the part that tells us how to, that's fine.
Hey, if
The
you
right click part. No,
remember,
no, no. I'll remember
beautiful.
it. I'll remember it. I just wasn't sure if you had that there as like a, just in case we forget, so we can have that there.
Nothing wrong with being proactive.
Oh, I
So
put periods after mine. Is that okay?
That's
sure,
totally okay.
yeah, totally fine.
Child of saffron.
You're all good. Whatever
Rise
form, this
heir.
is vibes. This game is vibes and a few mechanics that make Kurt go, ooh. Other things that
Ooh.
make me go, ooh, are all them subs rolling around.
Yeah, Eddie
Gosh
What?
K.
Are
darn.
we
Thank
getting more
you.
Eddie
subs?
K. Eddie
Whoa.
K. Dealing one out to
TKLA,
Locke.
thank
Just a
you.
G to a G. That's what we're talking about here.
Appreciate
Love to
that.
see a community raising each other up.
We look at us. We smashed our goal. We're at 14 subs.
Whoa,
That's so cool.
that is very
Thank
cool.
you.
Thank you.
We're at
Folks, that's so
102
many that if
followers.
you made 14 substitutions at a restaurant, you would be
You
kicked out.
you'd get kicked straight
You'd
out.
get kicked
not
straight
be-
Your
out.
picture would go
That's-
on the wall.
But
That's
in
how
a
you know some
Twitch chat,
wild stuff is happening here.
that's really nice.
14
subs
subs
a restaurant? No.
is so
14 subs
many
here?
that if you were a dom, you'd be full-time employed.
Damn straight. That's just true.
love
Everybody,
it.
write that down in your books. That's career advice. If things go south, everybody still needs a dom.
Everybody get 14 subs and you'll be fine.
Doms are recession-proof. Everyone knows this.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, now that we have our bonds, we are going to hold traditions. Here's what we're going to do.
Okay.
We are going to spread out our entire deck
Okay.
of tradition cards. Flip them face up in front of us to look at them. And then each of us is going to begin with a hand of tradition cards equal to our marks of age, which means Amanda's character won't have any traditions yet. She's just a little baby.
Haha.
This might mean that our tradition that we hold is important to our character, that they exemplify this tradition, or that they're somehow obligated to uphold this tradition. Everyone can choose at once. We're going to pick cards that we feel drawn to, and don't worry if you don't know what it means when you pick it. The meaning will naturally grow as we play. So, for Anthony and I and Amanda to watch and go, oh, but that one's cool, we are now going to flip over pretty much the entire deck of cards here.
Whoa. Oh, this is fun. I gotta watch you guys pick your traditions, and I don't get
That
any.
you do. So for
I'm
those of you at
6.
home, we have marks
Oh.
of age. Amanda has none because she's just a little beb.
I'm
I have
6.
6 of them. So I have I have 6, not am 6.
Oh, wow.
And I have
Anthony
3.
has 3 with saffron.
Wow.
Look at how pretty these cards are, even in the world.
I don't know nothing.
You don't know nothing. You're 6.
Oh, I really like these. I thought these were going to maybe be slightly more specific, but these are interesting. Very open-ended.
That they
Oh,
are.
I can't
Anthony,
quite fit
once
them all
you
onto
have-
one screen. Awkward.
Whoops. Anthony, if you like one,
Mhm.
announce it and drag it over to your open white circle, I guess, rectangle with rounded corners. That's your hand. And so that's where you will be keeping cards as you play. It's not a secret to us which ones you have, but they're also explicitly not kept face up on the table.
Okay.
So there you go.
Well, I begin by choosing with bitter green.
Beautiful.
With bitter greens.
I
What
think
does
I'm
that
going to take
mean?
to harness the river. We don't need to
I don't
pick right
know.
now.
Okay. We don't know.
And
Like-
yeah.
Don't plan too far.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I like too many. Oopsie, oopsie.
Oops.
I like
Oops.
an oath
Too
of
many.
stone.
I mean,
Yeah. You
An
gotta.
oath of stone.
That's
That's
right.
my name.
yes.
Oh,
Seems
it
like
is.
Is that not something that was on your mind when
No,
you picked
it
it? I was
wasn't. It
like,
wasn't. It
"Yeah."
You didn't think about me, your child.
No,
You're
I
a
love my
child.
child. I'm sorry.
What an irresponsible parent.
Don't forget about me.
I'm sorry, Stone.
I'm going to grab with a clay flute, and I am also going to grab, I think, wearing an ox mask. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, you're wearing an ox mask?
It's
pretty
a
cool.
tradition that exists. We don't know if I'm wearing it or if I exemplify it. It's something that I think about. Our connection to these doesn't need to be defined right now, and later it could just mean an obligation to uphold. It could mean any number of things.
I will finally choose a dancing game.
That sounds cool.
Nice. I will take Song of
wanna
the
play.
Village. I will take Made to Last, and I will take We Ring the Dusk Bell.
Nice.
And then we are going to tuck these cards away, and it will be time to keep going here, folks. As we move.
Whoa.
Tiki LA said someone just wants to wear an ox mask. Sounds like maybe.
Somebody want to wear an ox mask out here.
Tune in next week when Kurt's gonna show up on stream looking weird.
Oh, no.
Don't make me
Have a
make more
good night, by the way,
papercraft.
Mikey. I hope everyone's okay.
Yeah,
Just saw.
good looking out.
That's good of you to be such a good. If you're coming, if you are here, if you came back and watch the stream later, that's very good of you being a good Samaritan, a good civilian, going looking out for other people. Good job.
over in the YouTube chat. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
in case anybody's not sure what's going on there. That's because there's a second chat, and there was all along.
A secret chat.
A secret chat to rule them all.
Wow.
Now we're going to
What do we do
choose
next? Yeah.
tokens.
Okay.
We're going to choose tokens. There are 5 tokens on the table to choose from. They are in stunningly high resolution, and one of them I laboriously attempted to recreate the texture of to make today's Lies You'll Enjoy logo. So in case any of you right now want to see the tokens, one of them looks kind of like the thing down there.
What?
Take a token, rules say, to represent your character. Place it on the picture of our home. Tokens have different images on each side. You can choose either side to represent your character, and even change sides during play if you like. This is a piece of Fall of Magic, a similar thing. And it's fun thinking about what it means to change sides of your tokens, what transformation that might represent. Can I pull out the tokens here, Kurt?
Yes, and if you want to see the other side, the key to flip any element on the table is the F button.
F's in.
Yeah, F's in the chat, if you would. F standing for Fae, as Lord Monk.
Take a look at these tokens here, and I'll flip them for you so you can get a sense. Oh, so that's a bell.
You guys know the origin of F's in chat?
Yes, it's because in a Call of Duty game, there was a key moment in which a soldier approaches a tomb, and because it was an era in which you simply must push a button to make something happen, even if it doesn't make great sense, it says press F to pay respects, which truly feels like a great paradox, right? Because you cannot press F to pay respects. There's no... I don't want to over-explain an obvious joke, but the grand irony is that there is no respect being paid when a video game mandatorily says push the F button. And I
love it
think about it all the time.
because I think salute in it, and then I love it because F also has this in gaming, this relation to failing. So I love it when something goes really wrong in a game, and I'll just be like, yeah, F's in chat for that.
F's in the chat.
Pay respect to the fact that we failed hard. So
don't be fooled by the F's in the chat.
You know, the OG, the origin. That's not what OG stands for, but now it is, I guess.
Kind of, close.
Well, I guess, yeah, original.
Yeah.
Origin. That's true.
Now we're just getting into the origin of all memes and pop culture. It's interesting.
And pop culture. Yeah, always interesting.
Let's walk through these tokens so we can get a sense of which one we want. On our left, we've got bell on a thin chain or string, perhaps worn around the neck, who's to say. On the other side, bell affixed to a beam, decorated in fine scroll work. Second token, we've got maybe what looks like a moon hanging above some mountains. For a second, I thought perhaps a wavy ocean. Stars in the background. And on the other side, a lantern, I think? Or a glowing globe. In the middle, guys, what is this? Is it a basket?
It's looks like a bucket and a ladle.
Oh, a ladle. That's what I couldn't see. Bucket and a ladle. Nice. With perhaps...
You can zoom real close. I don't know if you knew that. They are in incredibly high fidelity.
All right, we're going in. We're going in, folks. This is amazing stream content. Wow, really great fidelity. Wow. I don't even fit on the screen. We can zoom in so close.
What was the game that we played where there were dreams?
Oh. Where there were
and your couch was the dream couch, Anthony.
A Lesser Well of Dreams.
Oh, yes.
Lesser Well of Dreams.
That was a special game by Jackson Tegu.
By Jackson Tegu.
There it is.
One of our faves. Why, Amanda?
I was just looking at our channel because I was watching the live, right? And
you got distracted watching our own stream. You're on the stream, just so you know.
I know.
They can see you.
I know. And I was just looking at when we did Yazeba's bed and breakfast and we did our last episode.
Okay.
And I was like, it's so compelling watching all three of us on the camera sitting next to each other, like playing a game. I just loved the way it looked. And then I was like, what was that other game that we did in person? And I realized I couldn't find it on our channel because we played it back on my channel.
Right.
And then I just wanted to see what it looked like because I loved the way that we presented it.
Well, I'd like to apologize to everybody for my in-depth examination of the tokens, because apparently it was so boring that Amanda couldn't even think about the stream anymore. She had to click off and watch one of our other videos.
I was just looking at our chat and then I was like, I don't even know. I think, oh, you know what it was? Because I saw that there were a few people watching on YouTube and I was wondering how our views were on the other things. That's what it was. that
So,
distracted me
folks, just in
So it
case you were
wasn't
worried
you.
that Amanda was bored, it's actually just we got to check them metrics. We got to know.
I just wanted to know
Amanda,
about the
which
metrics.
token would you like? Do any of
Tokens
them
are
jump
cool.
out at you?
Yeah, let me zoom in and examine these cuties. Oh, these are really cool. Wow.
On the right,
Are
we've
these
got
real metal tokens that come with the game?
Yes. In fact, I held them in my hand just today
wow
and thought, neat.
Wait, you can flip them over?
with an F.
Yes.
They're double-sided.
F is the
Right.
button that
You guys
flips
were
them
saying that.
over.
Oh,
Oh, you flipped
the
over the
whole
map.
I knew somebody would. I knew somebody would. It is
sorry, because
okay.
I didn't select it. Ooh, yeah, I think maybe I want. Wow, that's really cool though. Whoa. Oh man, I don't know. There's so many that are cool. Are there any that stick out to you guys, or do you want me to say what I'm here? Here's what I'll say.
Great.
I like the anvil, and I
Yeah.
also like the one that's the moon and the light. I don't know what that is. A lantern? Not sure. A globe? I think it's a light.
Yeah.
And then the other one is anvil and bucket. I think.
Amaz in chat is watching. It's your worst nightmare, Amanda. They're watching Expedition 33 on the monitor behind you.
Taking a nice look. Taking a good look-see.
Just getting spoiled.
I don't think there's anything that's super spoilery right now that you can see because also it's very bright. So my coloring is like kind of blowing it out. So I think it's okay. But yeah.
It wasn't concerns, I don't think. I'm
okay.
looking at Lantern and I'm looking at Bell. Both of those are pretty cool.
Nice. I was
Yes,
looking at
Expedition
Lantern
33 is
and
being
Pear. We all love Lantern.
Then I'm gonna grab Bell.
We all love Lantern.
So maybe none of us get lantern. Is that what we're thinking? We all
I
have a
think
second
so,
choice.
yeah.
Nobody gets Lantern. We all love
Yeah.
Lantern. Nobody
We all
gets
get
Lantern.
the second. We all get the other thing.
All right, I'm
Yeah,
Pears.
because we all love lantern.
We all love Lantern.
right, I'm Pears.
I want to change the title of this video to "We All Love Lantern."
Or, all right, I'm Pears.
All right, I'm Pears.
Okay.
Pears.
We have now chosen our tokens.
Cut
At
lantern in half
last.
with the roots.
We are going to be using these tokens to represent ourselves on the map in the same way that you might choose a thimble in Monopoly or the green meeples in whatever game you're playing. We are going to be picking a token up and then placing it on a location. That gives us the prompt that we'll use to play out a scene there. But there is one more element to this game that is not in Fall of Magic. There's more than one more, but this is the one that matters right now. If one of you has your rules open, I would ask that one of you would read out the section called, the section in quotes under Introduce the Umbra, section 8. There should be 2 separate areas with quotation marks in that subset.
Introduce the Umbra.
It sounds like Anthony might be there.
I am.
Yeah, please.
The Umbra is coming, and the Riverlands are no longer safe. Our family must flee to the City of Winter, find another home. The Umbra represents the force that drives us from our home, and the Umbra deck is a tool we can reach for when we want to introduce pressure or adversity into our story. It is up to us to decide exactly what the Umbra is and how big of a role the Umbra takes in our story as we play. Very interesting. So we have an Umbra deck.
Yes. And that is, in a sense, a threat. But that's all we need to do for setup. So we now have our characters. We now have our place of origin, and we are ready to play. I'm going to tell you just a little bit more about the mechanics of this, and then we will jump right in to doing some scenes, because this is one of those games where you don't need a session 0, because it's only going to take so long before that motor's humming. So off we will go.
Cool.
To start a new chapter, which is what like a little parcel of gameplay is going to be called, we have a bit of a process. We're going to decide who goes first and then take turns clockwise. On your turn, you choose a scene. Each location, beginning as we will at Rivertown, has a series of scene prompts around it. Anthony, you're welcome to show our crew at home what that might look like. On our turn, we'll pick up our token, place it on one of these places, and then play out a scene inspired by that. But there's a little bit more to it than that. The first thing is, most of the time you're going to be your character, but we're also going to be juggling some side characters that will naturally emerge through play. We might meet someone from a particular location and explore what their story is. We might take a little time to shift our focus onto someone else who didn't get created in the same way that our starting characters did. And critically, before we start our scenes, I must tell you about a new step in City of Winter: share or witness.
Okay.
On your turn, you are going to do one of the following things. I'm going to start with Amanda's option, because Amanda only has one option. One option, yeah. On Amanda's turn with a scene, she is going to draw a card from either the local tradition deck, which is where we are,
Okay.
or the Umbra deck.
Oh.
She's going to draw a card from one of those places, and then without looking at it, she will pass it to another player's hand. They will privately read the card.
Hmm.
On
What's the local tradition deck? Is that
in
the-
our first location, it's just our little oxen deck. But everywhere that we go has its own little local traditions associated with it, and a little deck of cards that goes with it as well.
Wow, that's cool.
Oh,
I know,
okay.
it's sick as hell.
So and that's not your traditions. That's just the one that has the ox symbol. That's 16 cards.
Right.
That's
Those
right.
are the
Okay.
ones that we picked from, but they're not ones that we're holding in our hands.
So I'm
and
either
if you-
drawing from that deck currently, or I'd be drawing from the Umbra deck, which is the big black circle on it.
Correct. Yes, exactly.
Just want to
So-
make sure. I'm
That's
not
what you'll
drawing.
do, and then you'll give that card to one of the other two players, and they'll go, okay. They'll look at it, they'll set it aside. It's their responsibility to do something with that.
I'm
Like
only
immediately,
6, so it's
or-
not my responsibility.
Sorry, Anthony?
Like, do we do something immediately with it? Like, do we like
Great
play a
question.
scene, or
We would play a scene right away, and Amanda would lead the scene. In this case, it's Amanda's turn.
Aw.
Amanda leads the scene. She's going to describe where we are, who's there, what's going on right now. Can ask us for suggestions, of course. It's a collaborative story. And then as the scene continues, the rest of us may listen, ask questions, offer suggestions, act out other characters. But before we end the scene, we use the chosen tradition card that was passed to describe how a tradition is either is witnessed by Amanda's character. So if you've been given the tradition card, it's your job to look for opportunities to introduce this tradition into the scene.
Okay.
Instead of role-playing your character, you'll role-play as the locals who practice this tradition. You can just describe what other people around us are doing, or if you like, you can use the banner for that location to make up a new side character. Just really quickly, like, oh, an apple is here. They're like this. We don't need to be in a hurry. We let the scene unfold on its own. And when you're ready, you jump in and describe how the tradition is witnessed in the scene. You are a key part of how the scene resolves. When you're done, you pass that card to the player whose turn it is, and they add it to their hand. Even Amanda adds it to her hand.
Ooh.
So just to recap, player whose turn it is, they draw a card from either the local tradition deck or the Umbra deck. They give it to somebody else without looking at it. You start a scene.
I was
Player
going
whose
to say,
turn
do
it
I
is-
look at it? I don't look at it.
You don't
I'm just
look at
drawing
it.
it in passing.
Just
Right.
drawing and passing.
So
And then
if
you will
it's
be
an
presented
Umbra
it.
card, though, then it's providing some tension.
It will
right?
probably provide a little tension. Right.
So if it does, then is it just up to the player that I pass the Umbra card to decide how that tension manifests?
Yep.
Okay, got it.
Nailed it.
And then would I still, and then when you said the card is passed, it's passed to me because it's my scene?
Right.
Or it's
First,
passed
first you
this,
give it to one of the
I
other
give
two
it,
players,
we
and
resolve that in
then
the scene, and
yeah,
then I get it back. And now
correct.
I know what it is because
And
I,
now you
well,
know
I
what
guess
it
because I
is.
learned about it. Does that also stay true for the Umbra cards? Do they work the same way?
Yes, you will keep
Okay.
it and know about it, and that will be a card that you hold, which is really
Mm.
cool. There will be some hand limit type stuff that comes into play as well, which I
Okay.
think is
Okay.
neat as hell. But we will revisit that a little bit later.
Okay.
Might as well start by doing what we've laid out here, which is to say, perhaps Amanda, if she's willing, could choose to lead the first scene and what
Yes.
that would be.
I will do it. You said that that's my only option on my turn. So you guys have more options?
We have a second option. I figure I'll detail it
Just wait when we get there. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna choose an Umbra card.
Oh, who are you giving it to?
I'm gonna give it to Kurt.
It's me.
It's Kurt.
Where do I put it for you?
Anywhere in the area that
I'm
I've
gonna
got all
put
my
it
junk.
by you.
Great, perfect. And
that
I
cool?
will put it in my hand and then take a look at it.
Oh, do I have a hand? Oh yeah, this blank.
Yeah, you have an empty hand.
Right. The blank rectangle, the white rectangle.
Correct.
Yes, yours is the white rectangle. I don't know
Blank
why I said it like a
rectangle.
wizard.
Yours
Yours is
is
the
the
white
white
staff that shines the sun upon those who linger and casts no more shadows ahead.
Oh my gosh.
So Amanda will also be choosing
Mhm.
a scene prompt based on one of the ones around the location. You had a question though. Was that it, the question?
I was simply about to ask if people would like me to hide the gameplay or if people are cool with it being my background. I just thought I'd give chat the option to let me know if it is distracting or if it is spoilery at all. Just let me
Oh,
know.
you
I
mean
can pull up my
you
green
mean the
screen.
screen background,
Yes, in my
not that this.
background.
You said the
Because
gameplay,
I
and
can
I
pull
went.
the screen.
Okay.
Oh, the gameplay here, yeah. Because I can pull my screen up and I can do a green screen backdrop. So just let me know in chat, and I'm gonna say
When it rains.
when it rains.
Okay.
Okay.
You should. I think you should move your token to it. If I understand.
Yes,
Oh
correctly.
you
yes,
should.
yeah.
Okay. So you tell us sort of. You set up the scene. Then Kurt will play an Umbra card at some point, and the rest of us can join in.
That is true.
When it rains.
As Stone looks up at the sky, dark clouds have rollen in. Rolled in. Rollin is not a thing. Oh, Rollin.
It's a different thing.
Look,
See me roll.
I'm 6, so
I'm 6.
I'm 6. Their eyes see nothing but darkness, and as they look up to try to see if there are any remnants of the clouds still visible, because the sky has become kind of inky black, little droplets start to fall. Plop, plop, plop onto Stone's face. And Stone begins to cry.
I think Rye walks over slowly. Rye's back is not as upright as it once was, and she moves her cane one step at a time in no hurry in spite of the weather, crouches down beside Stone and says, "Are you remembering?"
Stone nods her head, but doesn't say anything.
It was a
She
day
looks
like
down at the
this,
ground.
wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes. Some say, and I should not say this for you are so young, but some say it is an omen when the weather comes again as it came once before. You need not worry about that, says Rye, and gives, I think, your cheek a little pinch.
But why does it rain?
Well, they say that rain comes to bring offerings to the crops, sustenance from the sky, grows the grasses that keep the oxen strong, and grows us too, and the river surges with it, and all moves forward. Little one, this rain carries a different message. You must hear it.
Stone looks up and she closes her eyes.
I
And they
have
start to listen.
I have passed you a card. Before you, as you strain to listen, those droplets of rain start to patter, louder, and in the sound of that rain, there's something at the edge of your hearing. Not like rain, but maybe it's not that sound. Maybe it's not that sound of pain, that wail of loss that you remember your father making when your mother was taken. And yet, that sound is so familiar. And across the valley, in a little home, a sort of darkness shifts and moves inside. And then the cry of pain is silent again.
I
They
don't
should.
like when it rains.
It is not the rain, child. It is the Umbra. We should not still be here, but we are yet still. I am slow and old. You are too young.
Well, maybe we should go. Maybe um you could be carried. Come on, let me take you to my father. Is that what terminology?
Yeah,
Father?
father's good.
Let me take you to my father. Let's go.
Rai says, "Ah," and sort of like waves you away. The problem is not my feet, but my roots. They run too deep. It takes time, lest the plant be killed.
Mm.
I mean, not me, child. Do not worry. But wait, and be prepared to say goodbye to this place when the time comes. And then taking another sniff of the air, earth, little bit of ozone in the edge, Rai turns around and walks back beneath the shelter of the awning that comes out of the old farmhouse that we still haven't left yet.
I think that's good.
Good scene.
Cool.
Yeah. Feel good about that.
Now,
Interesting.
that
Digital
is
clockwise.
digital clockwise. Oh, that means it's me. And so I will introduce another mechanic. Anthony and I have a card in our hand. You do as well now. If you have a card in your hand, you may, instead of witnessing a tradition, choose to share a tradition. You can play a card from your hand face down onto the table, and this card is going to be the one that we explore in this scene. If you choose to share a tradition, you use the prompt on the card to describe how you shared the tradition with another player's character. In this case, it's your character sharing that tradition. That's true whether it's an Umbra card or a local tradition card. We're not, sorry, pause. The only reason it would be an Umbra card is because you have an Umbra card in your hand.
Right.
This card comes from the hand and goes to another player's hand.
Okay. We take a card from our own hand, we pass it to somebody else.
Or you
So
draw
you
a card
can
from a
pass
deck
on
and
a
you pass it to somebody
tradition,
else.
or you can
Witness
introduce
one.
a new tradition.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So this share a tradition mechanic, if I choose one of my traditions and I pass it, I don't tell you what the tradition does. You guys do. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Sweet.
But it's also your tradition, so it's kind of like you're passing it on.
I think
the-
no, you
you-
actually do. Sorry, if you're sharing the tradition, you are the one who's going to like play the card during the scene.
Oh,
You're sort
okay.
of
Because you
holding
already
that.
see what it is. So
That's
you're
true.
yeah.
And you're putting that
So it's
forward.
kind
You're
of like
sharing
we're
it.
in on it together.
Yeah,
Like
I see.
because now I know what it is and you know what it is. So now we're like establishing it in the scene.
Right. And then that card will stay in the other player's hand who you gave it to because you shared the tradition, which
That's
is really
cool.
neat. So that's our second option. And to bring it home, why not lean right
Do
into it?
it.
Oh, also, are we in the TTRPG category right now?
Oh,
Twitch?
what a great question. Are currently not. Thanks for
Then
asking.
none shall
just
find
chatting.
us here in our chatting hell.
I forgot my moment to bring us over.
Oh, no, that's all right. I assumed you were there because you were just chatting.
We were just chatting, so
Yeah, I love it.
Put us in the just chatting category.
Also,
but...
just chatting category is like one of the most popular categories. I think it is the most
What?
popular category on Twitch. Yeah.
I had no idea. I certainly didn't choose it
so
for this reason.
Well, it's a good category to be on. But I was just like, oh, now it's switched. Oh, perfect. Cool.
I know how to use Twitch. Kind of. About 15%.
I think you know how to use Twitch really well.
There you go.
Kurt, you made us the token.
What?
Yeah,
oh.
that's right.
The overlay.
It's down there on the overlay, yeah.
I just noticed that. That's so cool.
That one was a puzzler. That one took longer than I should have spent on it, probably.
Yeah, it looks great, though. It looks amazing. And it will be there for a while now.
That's true. Next week, our overlay will get a few more little flourishes once I have the spirit of it.
Because Kurt's got to have a project.
I gotta have a project. And speaking of something I gotta have some initiative in choosing what my turn is going to be. I'm going to pick the scene prompt Hills.
Cool.
And I would like to be accompanied by Saffron.
Are you going to place a card on the table? Is that how that works?
I will, yes. And I suppose that happens before the scene starts. So I will do that. I'm giving it to you being in the scene. So I think it is going to be...
Are our scenes usually like two-handers? Are there times when we're all together in the
Absolutely,
scene?
we could all be together in the scene.
Right.
Would you like to be there as well?
Oh, I can be if you want. But I mean, I guess you have to choose who you're passing the card to. So that person's definitely in the scene. And then it's just kind of anyone else that we feel needs to be there. Is that the idea?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And
Although
also
I will
NPCs.
say, if you are passed the card, that is a witnesser tradition, like on Amanda's turn, your character doesn't have to be there.
True.
You
right.
just have
You could
to
be an NPC showing the thing. You could be, yeah.
Indeed,
you could be
if it's a local tradition, you almost certainly are.
Yeah.
I am going to pull the card to harness the river and pass it in the direction of Anthony here on the table.
The river.
Up in the hills, we can see stretching all the way before us, tumbling down from the foothills that go down from the great cloud citadel, tumbling down, the river reaches us, and it stretches in a lazy oxbow around Rivertown, how a town got its name, and all the way down, forward, farther, and farther still, to the temple I love. But this is a story you've heard many times before. And as even now, Rye prattles on about it, it's not a story unfamiliar to you. And then all the way to the temple, where we must go. Are you listening? She snaps. Saffron!
Of course, teacher, of course. I am listening, and to the temple where we must go. For the ox folk always follow the river, and the river
No.
welcomes them.
No, Saffron, you are not really listening.
No,
We travel not for our annual market pilgrimage. We travel not for trade. We travel to leave. You understand, don't you? There is no coming back here.
And I think, can I add something?
Please.
As you have this conversation, you can see in the distance on the river boats laden up with just about everything that someone could have possibly owned, piled high, packed tight, drifting down the river. There are some folks on the boat and they wave up to you.
Even now, you see them.
But
We drag our heels, Saffron.
what end, teacher? I don't wish to question your judgment, your guidance. You've protected us for many years, my whole life. But if we leave, I can't see any occasion by which we would return. And if we do not return, then who are we? This is our land. Perhaps if we stay, we may weather it.
You damn fool, whispers Rye, and she leans in closer. You can smell that lavender scent from the bouquet that she ties around her braided hair. Gray and brittle as it is, she says, you cannot dally, for you have already lost Sweetgrass. Not of your fault, but if we delay, then it shall be yours, if we lose more. The oxen grow restless. To push our cart down the still river, they wait.
I worry for Stone. It'll be a long, hard journey. And she's not yet finished her education. We need her.
Rye's face softens so immediately at the mention of Stone, and she says, well, Stone is why we must go, to protect her. She is but young still. She will find her footing. It is we who may find the climb harder to bear.
Yes, teacher. I worry about that too. You know I care for you greatly. Yes?
It is not material. Saffron, you have a responsibility to carry forth the place, to carry forth the eyes and the ears and the bells and the river of Rivertown. I cannot bear it so long.
Yes.
To stay here is to die with it.
Yes, teacher. Whatever you say, the word I will follow.
Not just my word, Saffron. What did you tell Stone of what she saw?
Clouds?
Of the
Gathering
Umbra.
shadow?
Of the Umbra.
Don't
Speak
say
their
it.
name.
No, it is.
Speak their name.
You don't understand. It was on Sweetgrass's lips. She worried. She obsessed, and what of it? What now? I told Stone we would be safe as long as we were together.
And together we shall be. But not here. This you know, and I will not have my heir perish in a field that we refused to let fallow. Be wiser. And I think that's all that Rye has to say. Rye turns, making way slowly down the hill.
I think Saffron stays for a moment, gets up out of the dirt, brushes off his knees where he was kneeling, his feet asleep. At Rye's knees there, looks out over the river and sees a boat carrying on distance, the one overladen with someone's belonging, a family's belongings. And Saffron sees a kid on the back, a small figure on the back of the boat, kicking their legs. Saffron takes a breath and follows Rye down the hill.
Sick. I wasn't sure how this dynamic would go at first, but now I think I know
like
exactly how it goes. Oh, it's fun being Saffron. Let's it's fun being Rye and Saffron in the same place. I gotta say, fun little cocktail. Before we go further, it's now Anthony's turn.
Ah, yes.
And Anthony has the same two choices that I made, but when we
Do I
get back
take
around,
this card? Harness the
you
river?
do.
Okay.
That now is in your hand.
Gotcha.
I have entrusted it to you.
I interrupted you though. You were saying something.
I was going to say that oh, pause. Do we feel that the tradition was exemplified in that card? I do want to ask because I think I should be intentional in a way. There is a level of tradition to the tradition cards, right?
Yeah.
I feel like for us it was just like in our traveling we will be on the river, but I don't know that we explicitly sort of said
I
that.
thought that the idea was that like as the buffalo moved down, or the ox,
Yeah.
the buffalo, the ox, yeah,
Yeah.
the ox moved down the river. Like you were saying, we travel with the ox, but the idea wasn't that like we travel with the ox because the ox are going. It's more of like our traveling down the river is sort of, it's more than just going where the ox are going. It's that we are all in this kind of forward momentum as a unit. And so when the ox are progressing, we are as well, but it's not necessarily because of the ox.
Sure.
That was my understanding of it. And that the river is a means of travel in this area.
Fair enough.
Like
And I
that's
think
how we
even
move.
by itself, a means of travel and trade. Okay, cool. I just wanted to like have a quick like touch base, say, hey, do we feel like traditions are happening? And I think, yeah. Now, for Anthony's turn, we are presented with the same options. You can draw a new card and pass it to someone, or take one of your cards and pass it along.
It could also mean that we are people that are used to traveling on water, which is maybe unique to our people.
Traveling on water and harnessed to the ox, I think it's quite unique.
Yeah.
I'm going to be playing Share Tradition, which means that I'm going to place one of my tradition cards on the table, and I'm going to play a dancing game. I'm going to move my pairs token to the fairground. I guess I don't have to declare who is going to get this card. I just have to set up a scene, and then I will give this card to somebody when the time is right.
Yeah.
The moon has just touched the edge of the hills that sort of surround the valley of Rivertown. Just come up fully so you can see the full moon. The black mark, the center of the moon, takes a lot of people's attention as they stare up. Some try to look away. The light is still strong, and that's what's important. Here on the fairgrounds, the dust is packed hard, like cement. The rains and the footfalls over many, many years, this place is hard like stone. Full moon brings out the tramplers once again. And at the edge of the fairgrounds, two figures standing hand in hand. Saffron wears their beaded coat, each bead made of luminescent stone like small moon. These ones don't bear that black mark. And there are bells at the end of each string of beads. And holding their hand Stone. Stone is wearing a simple frock in pale iridescent silver cloth. And they stand together silently, watching as the people come together on the fairgrounds outside. I say fairgrounds, and you might think there's stalls or rides or competitions, but here there's mostly just the stone-packed earth and many, many bodies ready to dance. Well,
Can we say that there's flags?
yeah, lots of flagpoles, different flags marking maybe
Colorful flags.
different dances, I think, at each
Maybe.
one. There's less people than there normally is. Some people have already started to go. So the dancing is more spread out.
Does this dance happen every full moon?
Yeah. Are you ready?
Yeah. I've been
Show me your
practicing.
jumps.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. And Stone jumps as high as they possibly can into the air, launching themselves up in a little swirl that they do as they come back down.
You are magnificent, my pebble.
Thank you. Thank you, Father.
We won't stay long. Bedtime's coming. You need your sleep. I don't want a cranky little
Aw.
rock on my hands in the morning.
I want to dance, though.
You will dance, but there will be many more dances. We each start with a little bit, but if you dance the whole night, it would be too much to handle. Your feet would fall off. You can't have your feet fall off.
Not my feet.
Your
I
feet.
need those to
I love
walk.
these little feet. And Saffron scoops Stone up and starts to like fake a bite on the toes.
Stone laughs uncontrollably.
He puts her back down. Okay,
Okay.
we'll go to the first one. Your dances are going to be well received, I think. I'm going to let you take the first one, unless you want me to show you how to do it.
No, I can do it.
You can do it. You can do it.
All by myself.
And they step up to the closest flagpole, sticking out of the earth here. The flags, 3 of them, a simple green banner. And there's a group of people who are sort of in a circle around the base of the flagpole. And there is somebody who is already dancing. They're also young, maybe just in their preteens, and they're doing a dance which involves flipping up onto their hands and then back onto their feet, a half handspring. And the crowd nearby is whistling in encouragement. They step out of the middle of the circle. I give Stone a little nudge with my elbow.
Stone moves into the center of the circle and begins to dance.
Everybody is quietly, happily watching.
Stone is nervous. And for the first few moves, she looks from the crowd to her own feet, kind of keeps her eyes on her feet. But eventually, she closes her eyes. And when she does that, it's like the world stops existing. And she just loses herself in the dance. Her frock spins out from around her, and it is reflecting and catching on the moonlight. And for a moment, she looks like a pebble free falling from the sky.
Saffron scoops her up into his arms as her dance comes to an end. Did amazing, amazing. And then holds her so that she can see as one of the elders, maybe almost an elder, a woman in her 60s who's quite motherly to all the children here at Oxbridge. She steps out and she begins to jump the way Stone was just jumping. It's a little awkward at first. She doesn't quite have the same body, the same weight. She's a little heavier. The world is more fond of her feet on the ground. But she tries to exemplify the same twirls, the same leaps. And it's quite funny, as these things often are. And so the crowd is laughing as we see these attempts at the jumps and the spirals. And Saffron leans in close to Stone. When someone joins the dancing game for the first time, it is often very exciting because no one's ever moved like you before. No one's ever danced like you. When I dance, they know how I'll dance, and they remember. You learn someone's steps with years watching them. But this is new. No one's done this before.
Really?
No one.
Wow. So does that mean that that's why she's dancing like me? Like how I danced?
Yes, that's the dancing game. You dance in a way that no one has ever danced before, and then someone tries desperately to recreate it. And in that, you learn just how hard it is to be another. Here,
Father,
she's done.
so,
Applaud!
so beautiful.
I think that the crowds, as this woman finishes, I think Stone gets an awful lot of congratulations, of taps on her back, more so than the other dancers, more so even than the other first timers here. One taps you on the back and I think says, "I can already see the grandness in you, the wiseness. You'll lead us well."
Thank you.
I think Saffron looks a little uncomfortable at all the attention and scoops Stone into his arms. What do you say we watch one more and then head home again?
Yeah, I would like to watch one more. Everyone's so good. I wish.
Yeah, me too. She danced so beautifully. No one could ever get it right, especially not me.
I don't know. I think you dance really well, Father.
But not like her. I'll show you my best attempt when we get home. It'll be too embarrassing to do it out here.
Okay, I'll dance with you.
Yes, of course. Very good. Good training. And as the moon is high in the sky, two figures, one in a jingling beaded gown and one in a simple silver frock, are seen walking back through the paths that cut through the woods, back to the cottage, ridgeside. I'm going to give you a dancing game card, Amanda.
Yay, the dancing game card. I also imagine that Stone is missing their front left tooth.
Good detail.
Mm-hmm.
You're typing like mad over there. Are you taking notes or are you working on a grand plan?
I'm taking notes.
Yes.
No
Oh,
grand
okay.
plans to be made. I figure I'm never gonna know it better than I know now.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's a good point. Like, well, everything's so fresh. I mean, I'll remember all this, but in a week's time, I'll be grateful for notes. So thank you.
They're not too crazy. You know how it goes.
Amanda, that brings it back to your turn.
That is true.
Oh,
which
and there's
means
another rule.
one more. I don't think she'll invoke it, but I will tell you how it works.
Okay.
Once your token is already on a location, you may choose to spend your turn to play a migration scene. Essentially, you'll take your token, you'll place it on your note card, and you're going to describe why your character knows it's time to leave. Then you're going to decide what cards you discard if you have more than you can hold. They'll go face up on the table for now, but some will certainly get discarded later.
Is there
When
a
you're
limit of cards?
Oh, yes. We'll touch on that if Amanda elects to do this.
Okay.
And once all the cards are actually on the table.
Okay, great.
Finally, you'll pass your turn, and then you're removed from turn order until the rest of the players have also had their migration scenes.
Oh, I see.
While you wait, you can still be in scenes. You can play as your character, you can play as side characters, but you're not going to have core scenes anymore because your character knows it's time to go.
Okay.
So that is, now that everyone is on a location, that is something that you could now do as your turn instead of a normal turn.
Right.
Or
Right.
you can do a normal turn. There you go.
And so you don't play a scene. You just sort of step out and pass.
Right. You describe why your character knows it's time to leave, and you can decide, I guess, how in depth to play that or not. If I know you folks, sometimes you'll probably make that a whole scene. That's not a bad thing, but officially, yes, you just must say why your character knows it's time to leave.
Cool.
Okay.
They do call it a migration scene, for what it's worth.
That's true. Okay.
So you guys can also grab from the Umbra deck, yeah?
Correct.
Yeah. We just
It'd
had
be pretty rough if only the child could
only
suffer.
children know darkness.
Yeah, that'd be pretty dark. I think. Oh, do I want to do another Umbra card or what are my cards? So can I give my cards or no? I still can't.
Yes.
I can only.
Yes, you
I
may.
can.
You just didn't have cards before. And now you do. Times have changed.
Right.
Yeah, you've got a couple cards.
Oh, sorry.
Made a duck trap.
I did.
Duck trap.
Duck trap.
More than meets the eye.
Okay, I will be not too crazy and I will give Saffron a tradition card.
Oh, why thank you.
For you, father.
I forgot how to flip things. It's F for flip.
That's true.
F for flip. F's in chat.
F's in chat for flip. We've hooked up a weird Stream Elements extension where we can only flip cards if you press F. So just from some audience
we do really
engagement.
need you to do that.
We do need
could.
you to flip the cards for us.
We do need you to do that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got a card, but where are we going?
I don't know.
It seems like you do, though.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah.
You moved your token.
I did. We're going.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We're going to the Strong River.
Cool. Strong River.
The Strong River is I think I want to go swimming. Can I go swimming in the Strong River?
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm not allowed to go too far yet because I'm not I'm a pretty good swimmer, but the current is really strong. That's why we call it the Strong River.
Do we tie our swimmers to oxen just so that you have something to pull you out?
Yeah,
great.
I love that. Yeah, let's do that. Tie me to an ox and I go. Pull it up. Duck's saying I should pull up this green screen, apparently.
Whoa, what's Duck gonna do back there?
I don't know, but he was like, you should pull it up. So
There's
Let
going
me
to be
just.
some real French stuff happening back there,
There's
folks.
gonna be some crazy things
What is
happening, I
Expedition
guess.
33 French or
Yeah, it's very
So
French.
French.
Expedition
Like if it was
33?
made by anyone else, would seem xenophobic against French people French.
Okay.
Literally baguettes and
Yes.
stripes
What?
French.
Yeah, there's big
F
F.
for
F
French,
for
Jamie.
French.
Et
F's in
maintenant,
chat for
on doit parler en
French.
français
Oui, c'est vrai,
à
c'est
cause
vrai.
de
Parce que
F
c'est lié.
pour français.
F on le chat.
I think that joke was comprehensible, even just babbling in French.
I think so.
But I will stop
Oh,
now.
dang.
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 Dang, Dave's talking French.
What are you doing?
I'm just grabbing a picture. Hold on.
Oh, we gotta set up our background.
Yeah, because I'm
Yeah,
gonna
we
pull
can't
it
be
up.
seeing all
Do you
those
wanna-
French type activities.
Do you want the City of Winter picture as your background? just a picture of the scroll?
City of Winter. No, I think I got one.
No.
I think I got one. I got a really good
Cloud
one.
Citadel. This feature in Fall of Magic, like Rivertown and Cloud Citadel, feel familiar.
I don't think that it does, but
Okay.
it
Familiar.
feels familiar.
It does feel familiar.
Feels familiar.
I was wondering if we were in the same explicitly.
I just found a really good picture that I wanted to use, but then they were like, "You can license this picture," and whenever it says that, that's a no.
I think you should use the watermarked version behind you. So there's a watermark floating behind
so
you.
that it's that I'm giving them their credit, so it should be fine. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Let me
I mean, just slap a blur on there. If you want a fancy background later, you can do that.
I got a background though. I'm good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Here's a Twitch chat feature I would love. I would like to be able to crowdsource my recap command. Because like as the night continues, there's more and more things to recap. And like, despite Kurt's ability to type furiously while we're in a scene, I mean, maybe we can't be the ones to recap. I would love it if you were collectively creating the output of our recap command.
Whoa.
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 Whoa. Whoa.
Those are my dreams. This is what I dream of every night. I dream of Nightbot feature.
I love
That's
that.
why they call it night. Because now's when I think of it.
Exclamation mark dream.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Think
it's getting to the point
that where I don't.
Where we get copyright striked.
That's all you got.
The bare naked ladies.
Oh, I got it. I was like, how do I add an image? Why did I forget how to do?
Oh, follow her.
Hello.
Wait, before you put it on the screen, can you run around your apartment so that the camera follows you? That'd be a fun game.
As if you can run in Amanda's apartment.
Yeah, it's kind of challenging.
Amanda's apartment is actually massive.
That's cool.
I'm just trying to make it look smaller than it is.
So she gets all your sympathy subs.
All right, here we are at the Strong River.
Oh, nice. Are you going to change your background for every scene?
Maybe.
Very difficult challenge for you. Okay.
It's no.
Nobody cares about your vote. You get to set up the scene. I mean, you've already kind of set it up, but...
I set it up, yeah.
I already set it up.
In the water. I'm tied to a knot. Are you going to come swimming with me?
Saffron's standing near the ox that tethers Stone at the moment. I just want to watch Molly here. Just in case. Make sure she's feeling settled. I don't want to risk you, Stone. Stones don't float, don't you know?
But, Father, it's no fun swimming by myself.
Okay.
And all the other kids are gone already. I'm the only one left.
There's some around, Stone. There's some around.
Where? I don't see any. Can you invite them to come swimming? Maybe Rye will come swimming and then you can watch. I just don't want to swim alone again.
I know. I know. Yeah, I can swim, but we're gonna double up the oxen, okay?
Okay.
And Saffron gets to work tying a second oxen to the lead that holds on to stone, and ties up two oxen for Saffron themselves. Wraps the padded rope around their waist and leaps in cannonball style into the strong river. Immediately, I think like the strength of the river takes you, so you're like constantly fighting against just this strong current, and so like you're always using the rope to kind of pull yourself forward and backwards in the river.
Yeah.
I think maybe like you can use the rope to kind of like signal to the oxen whether like to move you around a little
To
bit.
pull you in.
Yeah.
Move you over.
Mm-hmm.
I think Stone pulls 3 times on the rope, which is a sign to the oxen to kind of give a bit more slack so that they can swim a little further out. Also, hello, Chemdog. Good evening to you.
You're getting confident. You sure you're being safe?
I'm being safe. I just want to practice my swimming.
I can't lose you, okay? And I tug 3 times as well to follow you out into the middle of the river. You're
You're not
important.
gonna lose me. I'm not going anywhere. I'm on a rope. Where am I gonna go? And Stone tries to swim further upriver away from Saffron. Kind of teasing him, I think, a bit at like, look at how far I can go and be okay, be independent.
I think
I'm
Saffron
6.
is
I know everything.
and everything. I think Saffron's gonna let Stone go and is
Okay.
there treading water against the current, but not trying to follow Stone. I don't know if you've ever like been swimming with a kid before. There is a moment when they like pass your arm's reach where you're like, "Oh God!"
Yeah.
And
Like,
that
do I go for them? Do I let them go? Yeah.
that wave hits Saffron, curdles the blood slightly, but he stays steady and he lets Stone find her independence a bit.
Stone does pretty well. She's a pretty strong swimmer, treading water, covering her
Sometimes you
nose.
gotta powder in the middle of a scene.
And as she's treading water, she says, "Father, look at how long I can stay above the water for. Look at me go."
You're doing incredible. Just think when you're another 6 years older, you'll be going up and down and doing oxen races, just like the other kids.
In 6 years, I won't even need a rope, says Stone. And as she says that, I think she kind of loses a bit of her.
We zoomed in when you thought about things. It was like you looked away from the camera and the camera was like, "She's not looking, go, go, go," and zoomed in.
She kind of loses her focus on her swimming in her moment of overconfidence.
Does her head go under?
Yeah. I think she kind of disappears for a second.
Stone! And I think Saffron immediately yells out this sort of like walloping cry that is universally taught to the oxen to pull you out of danger, both in swimming and in other situations as well. It is this sound actually that's like made. It's a warning cry that the oxen themselves use when a predator is near. Saffron yells, and all at once the two oxen start to pull at full speed to pull Stone unceremoniously from the water and to the shore.
Stone washes up on the shore and she's coughing and she's kind of doubled over, uh, laying kind of just like face down
Oh.
on the beach.
Saffron is out of the water in a second and over top of her, throwing off his own ropes and flipping her over, untangling her left leg that is like wrapped up in the rope. Stone, 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 open your eyes. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I'm okay. Her eyes are open. She's conscious. She's okay. She's okay. She's a little. She looks a little scared, but she's okay. She's more scared that you're scared, I think, is kind of a Stone's reaction. I'm okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I just
Saffron
lost.
wraps Stone up into this huge bear hug and just like shoves her deep against his chest.
I'm sorry.
Strange sound. Saffron begins to cry, sobs heaving his chest.
Don't cry. Don't cry, Father. I'm sorry. I won't do that again. I just got a little tired was all.
You know, it's okay.
Maybe.
It's okay. You did fine.
No, it's not okay. Why are you crying? I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. I'm sorry. I don't want to do this. I don't want to be like this. I love you so much, Stone.
I love you too.
I don't want to. I couldn't lose you.
And I think Stone puts her hand on her dad's face and she says, I'm not going anywhere. I'll stay closer to the shore next time, okay?
No, I know. I know. I just want you to have fun out there. I'm sorry for overreacting. I want you to remember this place. I want you to have all the fun of a lifetime here.
I don't want to leave. Do we have to go?
Rye says it's best for us to go. It could be dangerous here.
But why? Why will it be dangerous?
The weather is changing, and the thing that took your mother, it's the same happened to anybody. To us. You could happen to Rye.
But if we leave, what'll happen to the place? What if it takes the place? What if when we come back there's nothing here? What about the oxes?
We'll
What
bring them with
about
us.
the trees? What about
They'll be okay.
the rocks? What do you mean they'll be okay?
They've been here for
How do you
1,000
know?
years. They're strong. And trees regrow from saplings. And
I'm
rocks.
strong.
You are
Can't
strong.
I stay?
But what about Rye? Can't leave her.
No, I know.
Can't send her by herself. It's our job to look after her.
I know.
And she needs to teach you.
I know.
But we'll come back. You know,
Do you promise? You have to promise me that we'll come back.
I promise we'll try.
And I think that Stone offers you 2 fingers that are kind of intertwined, and you have to put one of your fingers through to make the promise and lock it in like it's kind of like a cluster of 4 horns together with our pinkies.
Yeah. I lock horns with you.
Okay.
I promise we'll try.
No, you said you promised we come back. So we better come back or I'll be really upset. And Stone gets up and walks away.
Saffron gathers the team of oxen and rushing after. I'm gonna give you the card.
Very cool.
Like that a
Very
lot.
well integrated.
Yeah, that worked nicely.
That, like the ways that that scene shifted from fear of the immediate to fear of a grander sense, the way that it pushed Anthony's character into a role of having to explain why to leave. There's just things happening here that I think are very good and cool.
Very
Yeah,
good and cool.
I liked having to play the opposite side of the conversation that I played last time.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I need to take a quick break. I don't know how many more turns we want to do.
I need to also take a quick, I need to
Both of you
pee.
take your break.
Sweet.
I will
All
speak
right.
to our friends.
Lovely. Okay, we'll be back
Okay.
soon.
I'm gonna leave you with this. I don't know where the camera's gonna go, so without me. So enjoy.
Whoa.
Hi, folks. It's me again, just Kurt, sitting here, having a little word with you. Tell me, how are you? Has it been a good week? A tough week? Have there been little victories? Is there a grounding ritual that keeps you tethered to the daily? I like to think about rituals. Rituals, I think, are a part of what makes us people. Maybe you make a morning coffee and then you like to sip it as you, well, do anything. Perhaps it's the same time every day. You check your emails. Maybe you make your coffee and do a little needlework. Maybe you always get up a little bit too late, but you know that you will, distracted by something that seems to have become an act, whether through intent or not. Maybe you lie in bed with an urgent, secret, too long ritual, browsing through some website or app on your phone, eyes barely open. I like to think about rituals because they're patterns that we fall into, but also patterns we choose. This week, I'm thinking about how when you make an active choice for something like a New Year's resolution, an active choice to change, to make a new habit, often that stems back to some kind of ritual. Lately, I've been going to work and bringing my sketchbook and a few pens and pencils, sitting down just a couple times a week, and then drawing what's in front of me. Sometimes people comment on it, most of the time they don't. Walk by, glance, not say anything, which is more interesting in some ways than if they did. I sit there, take my time, but not too much, and then tuck it away. Sometimes I know I'll come back to the drawing, but sometimes it's just a little wisp on a piece of paper that I know I won't have a chance to fill in later. A sketch incomplete and imperfect, just a token of time. I tell myself I do this because I want to get better at drawing, and I think that's true. I think I do make space and try to be intentional, but part of it is just the ritual. To be creating, to be doing, to be active in something. That's also part of what I like about this. Hey, Anthony. I'm not 100% sure exactly what Jamie's referring to. I would guess the game as a whole. It's true, yeah. Many of these games even have suggestions that you assign a particular person to play an element. Like, okay, anything happening in the house, anything happening with the weather, any sounds from nature. This would you play these parts? And there have been games that do this, and I think there's an explicit reference in this game to the possibility of being very intentional with that kind of thing. But that's the sort of thing you find in games like this. Part of what I like about it is that it means that we can play any solo game that we want to, basically. but also that it means almost any multiplayer game that plays this way could be played by oneself with a few tweaks here and there. Well, games that essentially boil down to a collaborative writing exercise, prompt-based, exploring where a scene might go, those are often games that people like to do as a journaling exercise as well. I don't do a lot of that, but I have done some of that, and I love when people do that with my work. I think that's neat. But I also just think it's neat when people take a little writing exercise as a way to find pleasure in general, because as I was babbling about before you got back, I think it's fun to have a little active, creative activity, something to just get you moving, you know. Yeah, sure.
Anthony is muted. All of that.
That's
Not
very
for
funny.
Kurt, but for the rest of the world. Hi. Okay. Recap. I was just saying. I think it's collaborative writing is collaborative creation. Okay. Wait. Something between creating and consuming. I think is really neat, and I think that's maybe why reading is special when compared to like watching shows or movies. Is that you are suggested to kind of co-create. And then this form of art is like a little bit further, you know, like it pushes this deal a little bit further towards the consumer, towards the person who is in the
The
moment,
audience?
the audience, perhaps. The audience is doing more creation. And I think that's cool to play with, you know? I think that if you find sometimes fiction unsatisfying, maybe because you haven't been given enough creative leeway with it, make it your own.
Yeah, that makes sense. What's interesting about the way that I engage with reading a lot these days is that it's often a performance in some senses because I often
Reading
read aloud
aloud.
to my partner.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so you make these choices. What is the tone that this character holds? What's the gait of this sentence? The way that the syllables nestle together means something different. And there's certain ways that you can't represent that flow with just commas and periods and semicolons. Like there's another level of cadence to it.
Mm-hmm.
The other day I was reading out comment, a comment on a crossword, which is not what I read to my partner at night. In case you were wondering, that's not just, I'm not like, all right, settle in.
17 down.
Margaret from Illinois says, um, but we were at the time looking at the comments in a crossword column, which does make me a huge nerd.
Such a big
Um,
nerd. Callbacks to
and
last week.
I read through this comment in like an ancient old lady voice. And at the end of the comment, which was only like a paragraph long, it said that the writer had been 20 years out from retirement at that point. Like
Okay.
she was 20 years past the age that she retired.
Oh, I see.
And my partner was like, "Did you read the whole comment before you started reading it out loud?" This wasn't like I said, "Oh, listen to this." We were going through a few things, trying to
Mm-hmm.
see what opinions were about the thing. And it's like, well, I mean, I guess. So it seems that the way I read these days is to like flick, sort of always be like a couple sentences ahead to get a notion of what the tone and speaker are.
Because it's very
Which,
useful when you're reading aloud.
yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah.
super interesting. Wow. How much further down the like comment? How long is this comment? Like how much further do you have to read?
Only like a paragraph.
Okay,
So
okay.
I would say maybe two, three sentences.
Oh, super interesting. Huh. I do feel that, especially when we're reading here, when we're reading like rules or like descriptions of stuff out loud, like I do feel the need. It's better if I've looked ahead a little bit, right? Like I've got an idea of where the sentence goes or what I need to stress, and it's kind of quite a lot of. It's very difficult to do, I think, to do it well. It takes a lot of brain space, but I can see that if you've been reading aloud a lot, it would be a really good way of developing that.
It's useful. I would
Yeah,
never read that way, like with the flickering, if I was not saying it out loud. And part of the reason for that is that the only reason I do it that way is because I've already read the part that I'm saying, and
yeah.
then it's partially memorized,
Hmm.
right? And so I'm just saying what I remember that I saw, and then my eyeballs are free to look down the page and be like, who's this? Or what's
Yeah.
the tone? You know?
Yes. Actually, I can
Um,
relate to that from like. There's been times in my life where I've like been reading lots of books to like my nieces and nephews, and like if you're gonna do voices, sometimes the author is not going to tell you who's speaking at the beginning of the sentence, right? It's blah 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 said so and so. I need to know the so and so, and so I do. I can like I actually can feel what it feels like to be in that reading mode where you're like doing this like kind of blinking back and forth. It feels a bit spongy, a bit hard. Do you
yeah.
ever feel tired after reading aloud for a while, like in a mentally draining sort of way, or like maybe not like drained, but like well worked?
It's a good question. I think mostly that's not what happens. The only problem is possibly that I chose like a foolishly ambitious modulated voice of some kind. If you decide that the Hag Wraith has one line
Wraith.
and the Hag Wraith is like, "And you were not," and like then you assume that's all they'll ever have to say, and then you get like this happened actually reading through one of my favorite books. There was this wretched sort of harpy, old harpy character, and so far the harpies have only been like, maybe like a word or two,
Mhm.
and then this old, like the oldest, most like harpy has this giant, like this page-long exposition, almost prophecy. And then, here I find myself reading out a whole.
I love this. You've chosen a voice for the harpy, and you think you're fine, and then you flip the page, and the next chapter is like the harpy's POV, and you're like, oh no, a day in the life of Mrs. Harpy.
I'm trying to find if I can find how long this monologue is, because it's like, oh, this is a script. I don't want a script
Script. Whoa.
because it was adapted.
I see. I see. Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. What kind of genre of things are you normally reading out loud?
Usually, it's often fantasy, but right now we're reading out just a Robertson Davies book,
Oh, nice.
Fifth Business.
I haven't thought
I've
about
never
Robertson
read any
Davies in some
Davies
time.
before,
Cool.
so it's kind of exciting.
I feel like my mom's really big into Canadian writers, and so gotta do some Robertson Davies.
Well, the thing is, uh, folks, if you're from the States, you might have a little bit of trouble relating to this, but imagine if almost everything that you watched was set in England. Um, and you know the places in England, right? You've heard of them. Maybe you've even been to some of them, but that's not like where you're from.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a place that you know about that you may or may not have like feelings about. It's just a place. Uh, and then imagine you're reading or watching something, and for once in a blue moon, the protagonist is from like your, I guess we have to say your city because it would be so unremarkable for it something to be from your country.
Your state?
Uh, your state, even then, that's only really going to be impactful if you live in one of the weird ones, right?
There's a lot of weird
Shout out,
ones, but
shout out to you folks in, I don't know, South Dakota. I assume South Dakota exists. I'm sure North Dakota does.
Kurt, I have a question for you. I received a board game for my birthday from my very cool brother-in-law. And I wondered, have you played this game before? It's called Fort. And then I
Yep,
wonder, have we played it together before? And do you
we
have any
might
thoughts
have.
on it?
Yeah, Ford is a cool game by the same
I
people who this the publishing studio, I believe, that
Yeah,
did
Root.
Vast and
Oh,
Root.
yeah.
Uh, Root most famously. Root really went places, but they've done a bunch of these games. If it looks like Coal World, drew it, and it's got four letters in it, then it's
Oh,
probably a game by them.
so Cole Whirl is the designer of Root and Arcs. No,
I think
not
just the
actually. Just the
artist.
artist. Okay, so maybe this is what is throwing me off. Okay.
Maybe I don't know who the designer is. At one point in time, that would be unheard of. I'm gonna look up Bast and see who designed that. We're gonna find out.
Because
We're gonna all find out together
we're
in
all
obscure
gonna
board game
find.
trivia. Patrick Leader, because it's
Oh,
Leader
Leader
Games.
Games.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Patrick Leader designed Root. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Wait, but it says game by Cole Whirl on the front of Root.
So who's this artist? Hold on.
Art by Kyle Farron.
Kyle Farron. Is Kyle Farron the artist? And then there's several designers at Leader Games. Folks, this knot is more twisted than I thought it was.
I really thought that the designer of Root, who now I know is Cole Whirl, had designed all of the Leader Games games that have four-letter titles. No, I am wrong.
Yes, I too am wrong. I'm wrong thinking the same thing because neither were true. There are some overlapping games like Oath,
Oh.
which was popular recently, was also designed by Cole Whirl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, interesting. But games like Ahoy are designed by somebody.
I have played all of these except Oath, and I do like Fort.
You haven't played
But
Oath?
now
You'd love Oath.
haven't played Oath. Well,
I haven't thought about it.
it's got a lot going on,
It
and
does have a lot going on. It's
think-
quite intense.
legacy-ish elements.
Yeah. Hi, Amanda.
Hi, Amanda.
Who do you think
Hi.
designed the game Root?
Oh, I don't know, but I was just looking at it on Steam
Ooh, nice.
the other day
On
'cause it was
Gameplay
on
Online.
sale.
It's
Yeah,
pretty even on its online implementation, which is
that's great. Yeah, it was on sale on the board game sale, but I didn't end up buying it. But it was
Ooh.
only $6.
There you go. It's just
I
$6,
know.
folks.
I don't know though. I've only played a round of Root, so I wouldn't be able to guess the designer. Is it someone established?
I think mostly known for Root, but Cole Whirl designer.
Oh,
Yeah,
I wouldn't know that name other than Root, I guess.
I only asked you because both Kurt and I were surprised by the set of designers at Leader Games, which is what we have been talking about while you've been
Oh, I see. Excellent.
Can I suggest that we maybe like finish the round and then wrap up for tonight? So, I mean, if you, I don't know if we said it clearly
Well, I mean,
enough.
at any point
We can stop.
we can leave this area.
Uh,
it's just
At
whenever
any point, we
feel.
can also
At any
just
point.
At any
stop,
point, we can
right?
stop.
Both of those things
That's
are true.
also true. That's
I'm
also
just
true.
going to check one quick thing about the conclusion of this.
Okay.
While you were gone, I was monologuing and did not make the decision to check it in the rule book before
No
we
worries.
went.
That's okay. You had we left.
Sorry
you
that I
with,
was gone for so long.
crew of people to entertain and enlighten.
to
Amanda, what's the
entertain.
best thing that happened to you this week?
Fun question.
The best thing that happened to me this week. Well, I mean, it did just start today.
You could do the last 7 days. If
But
you
I mean,
liked.
over the last 7 days. I mean, I was gonna say if we're just what's the best thing that happened to me this week?
For me.
What happened? Oh, I did go to the spa. It was technically last Tuesday.
Okay.
I still have to make my
Ooh.
post about it.
Ooh.
But it was really lovely, and I went to a spa that one of my friends works at, and she asked me to come to help them like make content.
Oh, fun.
And so I had like a massage. I had my first Himalayan salt massage, and would go again. It was quite nice.
Do they rub you
And-
in salt like a fine steak?
So they kind of take like hot, like if you've ever had like a hot stone massage, it seems like it's kind of similar to that. I've never
Or
had
like
a hot
big
stone
chunks
massage, but,
of
like,
salt, not like
yeah, they're
little-
like chunks of salt, and they kind of like rub them on your back.
Whoa.
And there's hot. I don't know if the salt is hot or if there's also stones that are
Mm.
used in it, but it kind of feels a little like they were like it might feel a little itchy, it might feel a little like abrasive when we're using it. So just like a heads up, that's normal. Because it is salt. But it was not itchy and it was not uncomfortable at all for me. It was just really nice. It felt a little rough, but not like in a bad way. And then after I was so smooth.
Nice and smooth.
So smooth.
Yeah.
Huh.
No one clipped that. Did I say something that was Kurt made a face? I noticed
No,
when I said that.
I just think it's funny that we started talking. Anthony was like, I think I want to end the session soon. And Amanda was like, rocks. I'm smooth now. I know what I needed to know, though,
Stones.
and you were vamping for my benefit, so I
Ampex
now say,
13.
let us return
Excellent.
to the world of City of Winter.
What are we doing next? Are we
It's
well,
leaving?
Kirk's
Are we
turn.
moving?
I think you must take with a team of oxen,
Oh
Amanda,
yeah,
and tuck it
you
into
put that in your hand.
Oh, yes.
But outside of that, it is my turn, and so I think it goes without saying that Rye feels that we must leave. So, because my token is already on a scene prompt, I'm going to place my token on my note card and then describe why my character feels that it's
Whoa.
time to leave.
He's leaving. She's leaving.
Goodbye.
She's leaving. Well, she's like making the motions to leave.
Right.
She isn't just like bye.
Right, come back.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. I think it goes like this. Past the hard-packed earth of the fairgrounds, now quieter than that night, always quieter than the night of dancing, but now quieter still than an average day with folks just passing through, quieter still than a quiet day where folks stay home from poor weather, quieter still than she's ever seen it before. Rye walks through the empty fairground and goes to the Barrow Downs, where a loved one is laid to rest. She walks up to the grave, Sweetgrass. A simple etching in a small piece of stone. Rye kneels down, says, "My, I don't wish to leave you behind, but it is time. You and I both know it is time. Sweetgrass, you were to carry it all. You were my reliable one. You followed and understood. Now I am left with Saffron. He means well, but he has not your courage or your wit. It should have been you." And then she stands, and there's a creaking as her bones sort of crackle. And a little mote of black dust blows away as even Sweetgrass's name is erased from this tomb. Rye looks down, unnerved, but she knew this could happen. To stay is to lose. Memory, history, life. If he does not know soon, then he will when it is too late. And she stands and goes to the oxen to begin packing her things.
Nice.
Very nice. Man. The plot thickens.
Move my token to the old orchard. Give.
To me? Okay.
Here in the old orchard, there is little to pick, even though it is harvest season. The barren. The observer, it's not clear whether it's because of just age or this is an anomaly. Saffron seems overly hopeful, going from tree to tree to tree, looking any viable fruit at all. Saffron saying to Stone, "You see, the small apples, they keep quite well. If you're on the road, it's nice to have a good bushel of them, a big bundle. And some of them are quite tasty. Look for the green ones, they're sour."
Okay, I'll take a look. Is this one green enough?
It's got a black spot.
Oh,
Better not eat that one.
okay. No spots. No spots.
They come to the end of the row. Here there is a grand apple tree, wider than it is tall, split in half, and blackened, hollowed out on the inside. Looks like lightning. We're not sure it is.
Does that tree have any apples?
Oh,
Maybe in the tree there's apples? And
I
Stone
don't-
goes over and tries to put her head in the hole.
hey. No.
What?
It's dangerous. We don't know. With everything going on, Stone, remember what I told you about how we have to be carefuler now?
Yeah.
Yes. It's not that we can't have fun. It's not that we can't explore. But
But
the world's playing tricks on us. Remember?
what do you mean it's playing tricks on us? Like how?
And we don't know. That's why it's tricky. Things
Well,
we
how am
think
I
we used to be normal and friendly and fine, they might be tricky now. We
How
have
am
to
I-
stay on our toes.
How am I supposed to avoid the tricky parts if I don't know what's tricky?
That's the fun of it, isn't it?
Mm.
Like a tree. Ah, I love trees. Trees are my friends. They're always good. Except, what if a tree was trying to trick me? What kind of games would they play? Trees might have a black ickiness inside. Would turn you into a tree.
Why?
Worse.
I don't want to be a tree. I just
Exactly.
want to be me.
Yes. So we don't trust.
So we don't trust trees.
Just if they're trying to trick us. Not all trees. Some trees are good. This tree is excellent. Saffron wraps his arms around it. But
This tree is bad tree.
it's trying to trick us.
Stone kicks the tree.
Okay. No, see, you're still touching it though, because it might get mad if you're kicking it.
And then what's it gonna do? It's gonna turn me into a tree?
I don't know. It could. Anything could happen.
Anything could happen? Well, what happened to this tree? Why is it like this?
And in that all too relatable moment of a parent facing a question from a child they can't answer, I am.
Did
I
it
mean,
get sick?
Yes, I think it did get sick.
Like how mother got sick?
Let's talk about something else, Stone. Just be careful, okay?
Okay. I'm sorry.
No, it's
Stone
fine.
goes back to the apples and tries to find some green ones and leaves the dead tree alone.
Saffron is looking too quietly now.
I don't know if I covered this.
You can introduce a new thing.
I think I think it's been covered, the card that I have, but it's a bit interpretive.
Then,
Do I give it to you?
yeah, give it to me, but I'm not sure the scene's quite done yet.
Okay. I'll wait.
Okay. I think we have been looking for trees and quiet for some time. And then Saffron grabs your hands, or not both your hands, one of them. Let's look down at the end of this row here. There might be some more. And Saffron leads you around the corner again, back. The same black, wide tree, split in half, blackened out and carved out on the inside. And as if Saffron's never seen it before, He stops abruptly. Oh. Well, maybe we shouldn't go this way. Something's happened to this tree.
What do you mean? We already saw this tree.
No, we haven't been here yet.
Yes. No, yes, we did. You took me in a circle.
You're playing a trick.
No, you're playing a trick. You haven't seen this tree before?
And Saffron looks off. He gets down on his knees. You're sure, Stone? You're sure we've been here before?
Yes.
Your mother, when she had troubles with her memory, sometimes. Maybe it's because we're getting old. We should go.
You don't remember this tree?
No, I do now. Of course I do now. But we should go.
No, you're playing a trick on me.
No.
Yes.
No,
You're
Stone.
playing a trick on me.
No, I'm not playing a trick on you. Why would you say that?
That's funny. You're playing a trick on me.
Okay, you got me.
Silly.
Yes, just a joke.
That's
Let's go.
silly. Okay.
We walk back home. A meager harvest of apples.
So I'm gonna give you this card,
Nice.
which is. Do we talk about it?
Sure.
We talk about it, right? I think we've been saying them.
I said
So
in
I
my
think-
last one.
Yeah, you can certainly. You
Who-
can even
who-
play it and discuss like what
Yeah,
it
because we need
portends.
to discuss
Right.
if we feel like we hit it. I think we hit it personally. Who joins the Umbra?
Yeah,
Yikes.
I think that makes sense with what we saw.
Uh-oh.
Put it in your hand.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I don't like that.
Yay.
Okay. I was hoping that maybe we just got to see a little bit more of the darkness that's driving us away. It's not easy to leave home.
I mean, when you were like, I don't think it's done yet, and then you added that, I was like, oh, okay. That's even better. And also even worse.
Yeah, but good for the card though.
Great.
It's like I knew.
Yeah, very well done. That was good. That was really good. Good scene.
I know that I said we should finish the round, which would like maybe be here. But I feel like we're maybe like close to leaving Rivertown. Do we want to play a couple rounds until we're there? Unless Amanda, you feel like it's going to take a while.
I think so. Rye's already packing up to go.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And that might be a restless habit. Like it's possible that Rye's been packing up to go for some time.
But you can still be in scenes, but you don't lead any scenes.
That's correct. Yeah, I no longer have turns.
So I think I'll do another scene. Yeah, I'm good. I mean, I'm good. I'm good to go.
I'm good too.
But if you guys want to end, like yeah, this game is super sick. So I'm gonna keep playing, but
I would
also
love
like
to wrap up the next like 20 minutes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that we can do that. That's 100% doable.
Cool.
Great.
With what I want to do. I don't actually know what I want to do. I'm pretending like I know exactly. I have no idea what I'm doing. But that's fine. Because I'm about to know what I'm doing. Because that's how this works. I will move myself to the elder's cottage.
Yeah, we haven't been there yet.
Yeah, we haven't been there yet. And I'm going to grab this and I'm going to give it to Rye. Tell me about this. And I'm going to say I think Stone goes to bring some apples to Rye for the journey. And Stone has a little bundle on a stick with them. And they're dressed up in like little traveling clothes that are of Rivertown styling. So They're little clothes that kind of mimic the appearance of the oxes, perhaps. Perhaps it's a bit woolly.
Yeah, I like that.
The only thing that Stone doesn't have is that Stone is not wearing the right shoes. Stone is wearing little sandals, and the shoes that we wear when we travel from Rivertown are sort of bigger, heavier, more hardy shoe. Kind of blocky looking. But everything else that Stone is in is travel garb, except for their little flip-flops, basically, they're wearing on their feet. Their
Great.
little thongs, sandals. Yeah.
Yeah. Sandals. Yeah.
Yeah. Little sandals.
We said that Rye's in this scene, right? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Stone has come to bring
Come
Rye
to bring Rye to you.
bundle of apples.
Great. Just making sure that because I had this moment like, oh, but that doesn't mean that I'm necessarily, but I am. Okay.
Yeah.
Rye beams when she sees you, as she often does, and says, well, aren't you prepared for adventure? Almost completely. You know, there are many who could learn from this example. Well, some, at least.
Hi, Rye. I came to bring you some apples and to also say to anyone that is at the cottage a big greeting. Stone kind of fumbles this part. She knows that there's a customary greeting, but she doesn't really remember what it is because she's only 6. So she like half curtsy, bows, does like a little kind of like twist, like kind of cracks a knuckle, except she can't crack her knuckles. They don't really crack. She does a motion like that's what's happening, and then does like a kind of arms out sort of gesture and looks very confused all while she's doing it. Like, am I doing this right? What the heck am I doing? And then
I
she smiles confidently as though that was completely correct and she definitely did it.
A wonderful display, says Rye, all smiles and delight. And of course, your tribute here is most welcome. I believe, and Rye looks over at one of the only other people left that inhabit this elder's cottage, and sort of waves an older man over. I believe there is a wisdom to be bestowed upon you after your traditional greeting. Anthony, could you come by? A man in
Is
a
it candy?
robe.
Is it candy?
I think too weak for a long journey, this man. And he bears an insignia of Varrox, a little pin that marks him as a member of the council.
Rocks and stones beneath our feet. Clouds float in the sky. Pop.
Oh,
Yes. A tradition. Before we settled here, there was nothing on this land. The trees and the wild oxen. You know what the wild oxen would do? When a predator came, they would panic such, push each other into the stream, taken away in the strong current. Even though they'd make a hasty escape, lose one or two time they were frightened. Our people built the fences, rock walls, kept all the oxen where they were. And yes, in some ways it takes your freedom. It also keeps you safe. For all oxen, sometimes. Man looks to Rye.
You've spoken a piece, drop seed. I'll reveal my card, which is Wisdom of the Council.
Mm.
The others, all gone now.
The last one. And I'll be the last one sitting, Rye. I know you're ready to go. I'll keep the council until the waves wash up these shores and take away the cottages. Still be sitting here.
Aye, you will. I remember when we were young. And then Rye sort of has a moment remembering Stone being here and crouches down beside Stone. Many, many years ago, when I was about the same height as you, Drop Grass and I, Drop Seed and I, we were the same. We would run out, do our dances. The full moon in the sky, we would run and jump and hoot and holler. We would laugh. You'd be surprised to find it's one long road between where you are and she pokes your nose, where you are and where we are. Pokes her own nose.
Would you be surprised to know I still feel just like you? Somebody put me in a body like this, and I never noticed it happen.
Things change slowly. That much is true. And then you can see there's a look of sadness, regret, something that could have been, as her eyes, Rye's eyes, dart to Drop Seed. She says, I'll take with us that memory. I won't speak of it here, she says, with a little wry smile. Not, well, yeah, both. But I'll remember.
But, Stone, someday you'll have to take it on. All the memories. All the wisdom.
Okay.
Better be learning. Listening.
I'm listening.
She learns. She learns better than her father. Speak not harsh words with her. She is wise. A young sweetgrass.
Yes.
Can I have candy? Do you guys have any candy?
Youth these days.
As if we were not the same. And then I think maybe there is something, but it's not quite what a kid would want. It's like a candied ginger or something.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. I think Stone totally takes that. She is like, whatever you're giving me, yes. And she
It's sweet with an edge of sort of burning from the power of the ginger root. All right.
Yeah, just a little moment. Drop
Please.
Seed heads off into the back of the cottage. He sings a song he loves to sing, traditional one. Just a little rhyme. And stone dries to dirt, and dirt sprouts to rye, and the rye's ground by the stone. Stone dries to dirt. And he just keeps repeating it.
Come on, little one. You're almost ready. I can see it in your feet. And then off we walk.
Stone takes Rye's hand and walks off with her.
Cute. Okay, I passed you your card.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Wisdom of the Council.
Thank you, Wisdom of the Council.
Also, so for the rectangles that you guys have that are dark, and mine is not. Yeah, your rectangles with your cards on them. Is that because, like, for everyone else, the backs of our cards?
Yeah, yours look dark to me.
Right. Okay. So anything that's on. Okay. And then when you make this, are these rectangles tied to the number seat that we are?
No, well,
Or did
yes.
you?
No,
Oh,
they are. Yeah,
Oh
they
yeah.
are. That's
oh,
why I
okay.
swept away the other two so that we wouldn't accidentally drop a card in a
Drop
hand that we
card
could
there,
never
and
see
then we'd be
again.
like, oh no, how did we pick? Yeah, that's what you were saying. We're like, I don't want us to drop them in places where we can't get them.
So I have sent them far away, and that
Banished.
cannot happen. Uh, okay, Anthony McCanny.
Okay. Uh,
Or we can be done for the night and pick it up another day. These things are always on the table.
I'm gonna grab my pairs, move it to my character card. Have a migration scene. All I have to do is just say, kind of, maybe just play a little scene about how I am ready to. Yes.
Yeah, you can keep it as short or as verbose as you wish, but it's just a glimpse of what that moment is for you. We want to know when you know.
I'm gonna also. Okay, well, never mind. I'm not gonna move my token, but we're back at the Elder's cottage, and it's perhaps that evening.
Oh.
Saffron appears at the door with kind of more bluster and noise than normal. Rye. Rye here, Rye.
Oh, no, she came by earlier today, says Dropseed, walking over to you slowly.
Sorry, Dropsy, did we You were there. You did it. Said the service. We buried Sweetgrass at the top of the hill, right?
Of course.
The hill with
Yeah.
the crook of stone and the large gash, right?
Yes. Crook of stone, a gash in hill, and there she lies, under still.
I went. Maybe
An
to
old
say
rhyme.
goodbye.
What is it that you need?
I can't find the marking anymore. I can't find her. Did I forget?
He nods with a kind of knowing understanding. Impossible to say. You could have forgotten, or the world did. But for now, there are things you still remember. You ought to keep on to them.
Either of those options. To be quite honest, Dropseed. Will you really be okay?
I'll die, but so do we all in time. I know this. I can't make the journey. Why are you still here?
You think Rye will make it? She says she will, but I don't think she always tells me the truth. For my benefit, of course.
Uh, the lines of his face crease further as he decides how to answer that. Rye's path isn't mine to say. She's old, but will she die? Yes. When? None can say. You ask such questions for an assurance I can't give you.
Saffron looks up at Dropseed. I love you. I loved you.
Then leave me behind. It's the kindest thing you could do.
I'll weep for you. Saffron reaches out to grab Dropsy's hand. Grasps it.
He takes it. His grip isn't strong. His knuckles are large and ungainly, but He takes it. Go.
It's drop seed. Saffron turns and heads to the cottage, already playing over in his head things they'll need. That makes it your turn, Amanda.
Dawn puts her shoes on.
That's our scene, isn't it?
Yeah.
Great.
Also, I'm eating ginger.
Whoa. So method.
So method, so immersed. Beautiful. Okay, let's resolve this really quickly since we're already partway through, and like the migration, it won't take long.
Sure, yeah.
By my reading, and if it does, we'll stop. So if you hold more, does anyone hold more tradition cards than marks of age? Yes.
I think so.
Right? Decide which you'll carry on your journey and place the extras face up on the table in front of you. In Amanda's case, she can't keep anything, and they will all go face up on the table in front of her.
I can't keep anything.
That's right.
I'm only 6.
You're only 6.
I have 4 cards, including the Umbra cards, which I'm assuming count as tradition cards in this sense.
Yes, and can be placed on the table if
Right.
you think that that would be thematically appropriate.
I'm going to leave behind with bitter greens. Maybe the greens only grow in these bushes.
Okay. I like that.
Oh,
So-
dancing game.
That's a tough one.
I can't bring anything.
No.
Yeah. So now that we have all done that, we're going to choose a destination. And I think we already said it at the start. Do we feel we're still comfortable going down the river to Temple Isla?
Oh, hell yeah.
I think we must. Fry says it's the only way.
Okay. Then that's where we're going. Second thing, what is saved? If anyone holds fewer cards than their character's marks of age, they can look through the face-up cards that have been left behind by other players and select cards until they hold an equivalent number to their marks of age.
Whoa, so you can swap something out.
And so I
How many cards do you have?
have 5 cards and 6 marks of age.
Aha!
Into my hand will go a dancing game.
Yay!
Yay! A dancing game has been saved.
What is left? Unclaimed cards remain. So for each one of them, one of us must describe how this tradition is left behind, forgotten, or practiced for the last time, and discard that card.
Whoa. Oh, wow, I gotta do that a lot.
No, this is
We'll take
communal.
turns. Okay.
Well,
We move down the river, and the river grows wider, and the river starts to move in different ways, ways that the oxen aren't accustomed to. It throws them. That constancy, that pulling of the rope, that leading of a secure line, it can't be done here. The eddies move differently. The oxen aren't ready. And so, partway down the river, not even yet at Temple Isla, but knowing there's much farther to go, someone takes the reins, unspoken moment of awareness, and lifts them off the head, the shoulders of the oxen, turns them loose onto the plains.
Whoa. That's who we were.
that's
who we
gone.
were.
Yo, this letting go of stuff is gonna be
Super interesting.
super challenging, I feel like.
Cool mechanic. I'll go next.
Okay. Yeah, I just figured we were gonna go in a circle, but we don't have to go in a circle. I guess we can go in any order we want.
No, that's good. No, I was thinking we were gonna go circle two, but you're right.
Okay, cool.
I am gonna grab who takes. There is, as we're leaving, massive storm cloud that follows us out. Rolling high towers of clouds dark against the sky. Waters that come down are like a flood clouds, a pouring stream of rain. We don't see it, but many of the cottages disappear, are swept away. Ours stands, which is something. On the ragged hill, gashed down the center, a small stone marker marks the grave. Sweet grass, swept up in the waters and washed down into the riverbed far below. The sun that comes the next morning, sprouts fill in empty dirt that's left behind. If you were to come back some months later, nothing there at all. Grassy top of the hill. On a raft in the river. Saffron tells stories. Grass. Some he can't remember anymore. He tries to forget that too.
That was who the Umbra takes. Mm-hmm.
The go.
Why, it goes on the bottom.
Ah, I see.
On the bottom.
We've got wisdom of the council and left.
Well, while you were talking, Saffron, to the elder,
Mm-hmm.
Dropseed,
Dropseed.
great name, by the way.
Bunker.
Very good. What you didn't know was that Stone was still at the elder's cottage. She was getting ready, and Rye had stepped away for a moment. And Stone was on the other side of a door in a room adjacent to the one where Saffron spoke to Dropseed. And they heard what you were talking about. And as Stone walks along, are we walking? Are we taking? Sorry, are we in the river or are we we're walking, right? Because we had the oxes with us.
I think
I
we're in a
imagined-
boat with the
Yeah,
ox
I
pulling
imagined
from
it was a
the
boat.
shore until we let them flee.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's what I was imagining initially, but then we were talking about taking the ropes off of them. I was like, do we like reach across the river?
I
So I
think
wasn't
I mean,
sure.
we can get off the boat.
Oh yeah, I
right?
guess we could
So,
just like go over to them and
Yeah.
set them loose. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so as we move downriver and the sun begins to set, whenever Stone goes to sleep, they're haunted by the vision of Dropseed being swept away by a flood. And whenever Stone senses that it's going to rain or hears a little bit of thunder in the distance, she shakes. I don't know where to put this.
That's true. You don't. Oops.
Oh.
Amanda had already selected it, so I couldn't. In case you're all wondering, I
flipped
just
the map.
flipped the game board completely upside down. That's the thing that you can do if you're.
You can flip the game board, and then it's blackness.
The Umbra.
The Umbra's come. So do we end the game? We flip it.
Flip
The
it.
table.
I'm now just watching to see if they know what to do, but they don't.
What?
They were so close.
I did the thing. You put underneath?
What?
Goes on the
Okay.
bottom.
I thought it went underneath. Yeah.
It does.
I didn't know what we were doing. I didn't know if you were waiting to see if I was gonna do it. I thought you
I
were
would have
gonna
done
do
it,
And then
but you-
Anthony was like, "I'm gonna move it," and I
If
was like,
someone
"I don't
else
think
has
that's where we're
selected
supposed to
it,
put it."
I can't do it.
I didn't
And
realize
so
we were
we
going to
all
use this
learn and
deck
grow.
again. So we're
Surprise.
Yeah,
leaving
we're
it
gonna use this
behind.
deck again.
We might.
So these
Okay.
traditions could come back.
They could.
Whoa.
Will they be the same?
Almost certainly not.
We have
With
one
bitter
tradition
greens.
left. Yeah.
Just before leaving, in a fit of what she'd call sentimentality, Rye goes back to the elder's cottage one more time and offers a harvest of the bitter greens to Dropseed. Can't take 'em with us. They'll spoil. Can't leave 'em here. But I might as well. At least someone who's got the taste for it. Rye, saffron, stone, all gone downriver now. Almost no one here. Mostly just those who couldn't go. We see Dropseed lift bitter greens to his mouth, and the scene ends.
Yield bitter greens.
Well, that was harder than I thought the first session would hit. And folks, this is part 1 of X of our City of Winter campaign. What a cool ass game already. There's so much more we'll see too. Highs and lows and change.
And next time we're gonna head to the Temple Isle, which was the other place that we were thinking we could have been from. So that'll be fun to explore.
Why don't we all move our
Absolutely will.
tokens over to
Rivertown
Temple
family.
Sure.
Temple Ila just to
yeah.
finish our migration.
Temple
That is what we
Ila.
do. And when we begin in the next place, we will almost start with a scene, but something else will happen first. And
Ooh.
I won't tell you this week what it is. Instead, you'll have to come around next
Wow.
week to see the special ritual we will begin our new session with.
This
Until
man
then,
gets cliffhangers. He's a content genius.
big content brain, all of you writhing in your seats. Anyway, again, thank you so much for joining us. This is going to be a special one, I think, folks, as our campaigns often are. We are picky with these, and we're picky for a reason. So, on that note, I don't have any announcements myself this week, I don't think, other than, I suppose, to remind everyone, hey, Breakout Con in Toronto is happening in March. If you find yourself in the area, if you find yourself at the convention, please feel free to say hi. Sign up for one of my games. Play a little game with me. You can do that. That'd be fun.
Cool.
But it's February now, so don't worry about that right now.
We got time.
We got time. Amanda, what do you got to plug?
Me?
You.
Oh, I reviewed A Night of the Seven Kingdoms episode 3. So if you guys want to check that out on my channel. It was quite an episode. Like this episode, it had a ending where I was like, wait, well, what's happening next? So there's that. Also, I'll be streaming this week over on my channel, VampX13. But really, you guys should make sure you come back here with me or of your own accord next Monday, because I really want to know what's going to happen next in this game. So that's the thing I'm most thinking about in this moment. But yeah, you can check out my YouTube, you can check out my Twitch, and I don't know what I'm going to be doing this week. I think we're going to finish Silent Hill 2, and then I don't know, I might get into some Resident Evil, or I might go back to Expedition 33. TBD. Stay tuned on my Discord if you want, or check out my channel for my schedule, which I will be putting up shortly for the month.
Cool.
Very cool.
What about y'all?
You've already,
went first.
you've already done yours.
Yeah.
Nothing for you guys, except for that I've got somebody that we should head over and visit if you are in the mood for more episode 1s of campaigns for
We
cool
love
role-playing
an episode
games.
1.
Our friends over at Alt Haven, which I won't put the raid up right now, are playing episode 1 of a game called Pando, which is a game created in the Gumshoe system, which is like a cool little system for creating like investigative mystery sort of games.
Whoa, we should play something in the Gumshoe system. We were saying we wanted to do some noir.
Yeah, oh, that's a good opportunity for doing some noir. Maybe we'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, so they're on episode 1 as well. So I thought fitting. Let's head on over there. Kurt has put the Raid Deal Enjoy into the chat, so if you want to copy that and paste it over there as we land. Yeah, I think that's everything from us. We will be most likely back next week. If you're watching over on YouTube and you're in the mood for more things, twitch.com/althaven, or we will see you next week. Thanks everybody for joining us. This was very fun. The next few weeks are going to be very exciting as we complete this City of Winter campaign.
I'm excited.
I love our annual campaign, the best time of the year.
I know. Woo! It is. Also, thank you to everybody that joined us, and have good sleeps. Locke, Jamie, have a good night. Yeah, I hope that you enjoyed our sometimes weird and, yes, probably sometimes confusing time. I would agree with that. But hopefully it was good weird and
It's been weird and sometimes confusing.
Classic good confusing.
That's how I like it to be.
Amazing.
Night, Otto. Thank you everybody so much for joining us.
Have a good night, everybody. See you next time. Bye.
Peace.